As the snow melts and the spring weather brings the life back to eastern Idaho, the baseball and softball teams in red and black take the field, hoping to rejuvenate their chances of a state championship. The seeds of success were planted last year. Likewise, the coaches begin taking the time to groom their athletes into the champions they could become. Spring in Caribou County is here, and so are the diamonds in the rough. Welcome to Cardinal Baseball and Softball on KBRV The Bear, where the voice of Caribou County, Caleb Burgraff, walks you through the field of talented youth all season long over the air and on the web at mylocalradio.com. This season of Cardinal Athletics is brought to you by Monsanto, Silver Star Communications, Hunsaker Ford, and by Cook Brothers Broadcasting. Now let's head to the field as the Redbirds look to take flight and earn a spot in this year's championships on your home for Caribou County and Soda Springs Athletics, KBRV 800 AM, and online at mylocalradio.com.
And on another gorgeous day for baseball, we welcome you out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals, who are getting set to take on the Pirates of Westside, and yet another pivotal matchup for these two sides. And for the Soda Springs Cardinals, you know that they're looking to try and get some revenge for a game that I'm sure the Cardinals feel slipped out of their hands, a game where the offense was rolling, but the defense did not necessarily have the same success in a 19-8 loss to the Westside Pirates the first time around. I'm Caleb Burgraff, happy to have you with us here, and hoping that if you're listening to this right now and you're in the Soda Springs area, you are finding it in your heart and in your desires to come on out and enjoy some of the summer weather and some of the enjoyable sunshine in Soda Springs today, and make your way over to the softball diamond for what should be a fun contest between these two sides in the season finale for the Lady Cardinals, senior day for three of the Lady Cardinals, as Cheyenne Daniels, Cheyenne Dominguez, and Allie Schwartz all will be playing their final game here on their home field before the district tournament picks up next week, I should say, over in Bear Lake. We have a full pregame coming up for you. We'll have a standout student joining us as Jacob Bybee, one of the juniors for the Cardinals, will be joining us. Also, we'll be chatting with a couple of those seniors as the two Cheyennes will be taking some time out of their pregame to chat with us. Already have, I should say, taken some time out of their pregame to chat with us. It's all coming up on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com, and we hope that you are ready for some softball on your home for Cardinal Athletics.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, Silver Star makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose Silver Star. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Call Ricky today at 208-547-7012 and let her help you find your way home.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Caribou Jack's Trading Company in Soda Springs, supplying you with everything for your home and your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue needs this spring and summer. Stop by at 50 East 2nd South in Soda Springs or call 208-547-4326 today.
Enjoyed and really felt you got a lot out of.
Oh, Greenhouse is a really fun one. There's a couple online ones that I did.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with Jacob Bybee, who's a junior at Soda Springs High School. And Jacob, first of all, how's the junior year been going for you now that you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel?
It's been going pretty good. I was the junior class president, so prom was quite the thing to do, and now that's over with, so it's a smooth ride from here.
What did you gain out of being a part of student body and being a part of the political scene in the high school?
It's kind of fun doing the planning stuff and getting everyone's opinions on things, and then, well, it's not kind of fun when they give you their bad opinions.
Gives you a better idea of what's going on in the school for sure. One of the things that's going on, obviously, is the classes that you're in. What are some of the classes that you took this year that you really enjoyed and really felt you got a lot out of?
Oh, Greenhouse is a really fun one. There's a couple online ones that I did. I always enjoy math and science. Those are fun.
What draws you to those subjects, especially when it comes to some of the core classes like math that you don't really see a lot of kids necessarily being gravitated to just because of the subject itself? What makes those fun?
I think it's because math just makes sense, and it has rules, and you stick to the rules, kind of like English. The exception is the rule, and so I like math because the rule is the rule.
Are there any teachers who have really drawn the enjoyment out of some of those classes here as well?
Mr. McMurray's a fun one. He's loud and gets the point across, and then the shop teacher, Miss Tuckett, she's just fun to be around.
What makes a good learning environment for you, especially since you're heading to that senior year and you're starting to think about where you're going to be in next? What would you look for in a professor or in a teacher next year?
They understand where you're coming from, and they want to make sure you understand what's going on rather than just kind of memorize it. You understand what's happening with everything.
You kept yourself pretty busy with extracurricular stuff. We mentioned being a part of student body, but also you were on the cross-country team, the basketball team. What makes you want to be more involved in the school than just your regular classes?
Actually, it was a Garth Brooks song, Standing Outside the Fire. Life's not tried, it's just survived if you're standing outside.
Is there anything you really picked up from those and anything you're really looking forward to with the extracurricular side of things for your senior year?
Just to improve what I learned from them, it's more just kind of persistence and how to manage my time with homework and the fun stuff.
Your senior project is another big piece coming up in your senior year. You mentioned that you've had some ideas. Are there any that have started to kind of stick that you've really started focusing on, or is it still kind of up in the air on what you're going to do?
I think that I have a pretty good idea for a project, which is kind of restoring an old car, but I don't know. I could still change my mind.
Still plenty of time to figure that out anyways. You got a whole summer to work on that stuff. And speaking of that, summer, then senior year, what are your plans for after school? Have you given thought to that yet, or is that still kind of like the senior project, something that's still up in the air and you haven't really thought too much on?
I'll go on a church mission and then come back and go to Utah State, but I don't know what to major in or anything.
Well, with the church mission, you'll have plenty of time to figure that out as well. Bring it back to Soda one more time. What advice would you give to a student coming into Soda Springs High School as an upperclassman and someone that someone should listen to on surviving high school? What advice would you give to a freshman?
Try to be involved in what you like and have fun with it.
We appreciate you chatting with us. Great advice, and sounds like you're off to a great start to that senior year, even though it hasn't started yet. Jacob, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno-flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone. Food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
Caleb Burgraff with a pair of the seniors for the Soda Springs softball team is the two Cheyennes joining me, Cheyenne Daniels and Cheyenne Dominguez. And first of all, guys, last game of the year, and we'll ask this one to both of you, but first of all, what are the emotions like coming into the final game of the year?
It's super bittersweet. I mean, you want to go in super strong and win everything and be confident, but on the inside, you know it's the last time, so you're kind of sad and you just got to hold it together for the team.
I feel the same. You know, we've come together so close as a team, so knowing that we only have a few weeks left is really heartbreaking.
This year's been a turnaround for the Soda Springs softball team. Well, the wins kind of dried up in the middle of the season. You've still put up more wins than you've had in the entire career that you guys have had here. Has it been good to be a part of a team that's started to be the turnaround of Soda Springs softball?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's cooler than watching a team grow. Nobody knew what Soda Springs softball was, and now that we get to see people get excited when they hear our names, it's awesome.
When you think about today's game, you're going against the Westside Pirates. They're kind of in the same boat that you guys have been. They've always been kind of the team at the bottom of the barrel in the district, and both of you guys have seen a rise this year. Is it kind of fitting that you guys are playing them in the final game of the year?
It's fantastic to be playing them because since we are in the same boat, we hope to capitalize on that and come out and show them who Soda Springs is and take that newly earned respect that we've gained this year and show them who we really are.
First time around, you guys had the offensive success against them, putting up the 8 runs. The defense gave up some troublesome runs with 2 outs on the board. What's it going to take to turn that around against them today and get that momentum continuing to grow as you get ready for districts?
I think we just need to come out confident, and we need to start strong and keep our momentum going throughout the whole game and just believe in ourselves, and that will carry us to victory, I believe.
The offense has definitely been something that's been a shining point for the team so far this year. And Cheyenne Dominguez, you had a fantastic game yesterday. 2 singles, a walk. The only time that you were gotten out by the other team was in the 6th inning in your final at bat. Have you seen a growth in the offense this year by the team? What do you think sparked it?
I think coming in with new coaches, they had a lot more pointers, and we've all seen a different perspective. So we've all seen new tips and new tricks. We've all taken that behind us and used that as incentive to learn something new. And I've seen it in every single one of the girls. And me personally, as a senior, I didn't think I could learn that much at this point in time. But I've seen how much, even as an aged player, you can change throughout a season.
With the Westside Pirates, what do they do well that you guys need to stop? What are some of the things that you are hoping to be able to stop from them doing?
They usually are pretty good offensively. They get the bat on the ball, and really they're strong that way. And so we just need to be able to read their balls and catch them and stop them, and I believe that will bring us on top.
Fundamentally sound always helps, and we'll wrap it up with this question for both of you, and that's going into the district tournament. How far do you think this team can go this year, knowing the success you've had this season?
I have no doubt that we could take it all the way. The coaches are supportive. All the girls are supportive. We know we have to do to win, and we're going to do it today. We have no doubts in our minds.
We believe in ourselves, and we're having fun, so I know that we can take it all the way up to Orofino.
It's definitely been fun to watch you guys this year as well, and the growth of the team. Congratulations on a improving season, and hopefully the improvement continues to go, girls.
Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Mountain States Insurance Company. Stop in for help with all of your insurance needs at 30 East, 2nd South next to Caribou Jacks in Soda Springs, or call 208-547-2141 and talk to an agent today. The Soda Springs Cardinals out in the field getting set for today's game as the Pirates have already taken their warm-ups. Cardinals wrapping up their warm-ups as we speak. We'll give you a couple quick notes on today's game. Last time these two teams took each other on, 19-8 was the final score as the Lady Cardinals fell to the West Side Pirates in a disappointing loss as the Cardinals poured out 8 runs in the game. They did not necessarily see a successful game by any particular player, but they were able to see hits come from up and down their lineup as they did have a productive day, and they also put plenty of girls onto the base, taking advantage of some errors by the West Side Pirates. The biggest problem they had was trying to find an answer to Brittany Beckstead, who gave up those 8 runs, but only 4 of those were earned and only threw 99 pitches in her 5-inning outing as the Cardinals were 10 runs on a walk-off home run. That came from Mari Wade, and that's going to be the biggest hurdle for I think the Cardinals to overcome today is the top of the order for the West Side Pirates. Cassidy Chug went 3 for 4 with 4 runs and an RBI. Mari Wade, the aforementioned slugger for the West Side Pirates, batting in the 3-hole, had 3 runs, 5 RBIs, and the aforementioned home run, which wasn't inside the Parker, but only by a couple of feet, as that one hit off of the fence in the outfield of the West Side field. So the Soda Springs Cardinals are hoping to try and silence the bats in the middle of the order for themselves, and also change some of the problems they've had with errors, as only 12 of the 19 runs that the West Side Pirates scored ended up being earned runs. And while you're still giving up a lot of runs, you'd still like to see the offense of the opposition calm down slightly, and that is going to be something big for us to keep an eye on today as this game progresses. One of the other things that's going to be big to keep an eye on, Hallie Evans, as she is going to be back out into the circle today. She has carried the load for this team this week. It's been a 4-game week, and if she can't get through the first innings quickly, it'll be interesting to see how long Coach Schwaneveld decides to stay with his junior in the circle, as again, she's got to be arm weary by the time this portion of the season has gotten around, and without any real backup that has developed throughout the season that you have faith in, how long do you stick with your starting junior out there in the circle? The other big thing, it's senior day. How do your seniors perform out there with the, I wouldn't say pressure, but the knowledge that it's their final home game? Because like it or not, that is going to be something that's going to be going through their brains. So you have 3 seniors that are all going to be out in the field today. Cheyenne Dominguez in right field, Cheyenne Daniels in at the third base position, and Allie Schwartz playing out in left field. All 3 of them you expect to be able to come out and have some good performances, as they have been able to do so lately throughout the year. But will that be something that they can show early on when they still have those emotions coming through their heads, and when they have this crowd that is starting to gather around the field cheering for them, and as they're welcomed out to the field before they take to the field for their senior day festivities? Cardinals getting set to take on the West Side Pirates as the district tournament coming up next week is going to be held in Bear Lake after the Cardinals fell to Bear Lake. West Side talking with their coach. They were hoping that the Cardinals would be able to pull the upset and West Side would still have that opportunity to end up hosting the district tournament. Instead, they'll get to host the first game on Tuesday, and then everybody travels to Bear Lake and Montpelier, Idaho for the games coming up on Wednesday, when the district tournament really reaches its zenith and reaches the fulcrum as to one of these teams heading over. And I'll tell you what, too, that district tournament is going to be a fun one to keep track of. We're going to be broadcasting softball on Wednesday and Thursday, as the Cardinals will be looking to try and shock some teams. You know, they've played close in a couple of games so far this year. Obviously, they have the win against the Malad Dragons. They also were able to come within 1 run of beating Bear Lake the first time around, and they came within 2 runs of Bear Lake the second time around. So tough sledding for the Cardinals, but this district has not been an easy one to get out of. Everybody has wins against everybody, and it has not seen as much parity as I've seen since I've been here, and talking with the coaching staffs and talking with some of the players. This is definitely something that has been a shock and a interesting development as you get ready for the back half of the season. We are watching as the Cardinals and the Pirates meet at home plate. We'll take a break. When we come back, starting lineups will be coming your way, as well as the opening pitch as the Cardinals get set to take on Westside for the second time this year and look to redeem themselves from a 19-8 loss here on KVRV, the Co-op, and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of May 4th through the 10th in Soda Springs. 80% lean, 20% fat. Ground beef is just $2.49 a pound. Family packs of thighs or drumsticks are just 99 cents a pound. And boneless New York pork chops are $1.69 a pound. $10 mix or match bags are back. Grab 2-pound packages of carrots, fresh white corn, 1-pound packages of mini sweet peppers, red or yellow onions, and plenty of other fruits and vegetables to pack into your bag for just $10. And those are just some of the savings you can find at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3- or 4-year-old children today.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. Happy to have you with us on this breezy but warm and wonderful Friday afternoon as a new weekend getting set to get itself rolling along, and the end of what has been just a fantastic week for athletics here in the southeastern corner of Idaho. There's been nary a cloud in the sky for the last 2 days. Now you're starting to see a couple of puffballs pop up over to the left field side of the softball field here. A couple behind us as we're perched in the right field stands, you could say, a right field grass just beyond the fence line, and the Cardinals out in their black uniforms, switching from the reds they wore yesterday against Bear Lake. As we get set for the opening pitch, Hallie Evans in the circle will be looking in as Josie Mejia leading things off for the Westside Pirates gets into the right-handed batter's box, gets herself comfortable, and Hallie Evans gets set to deliver the first pitch. We'll get to the rest of the starting lineup, but first the pitch from Evans is high, and the first pitch goes for ball number 1. Josie Mejia will be followed by Cassidy Chugg and Mari Wade. Those are the scheduled 3 here in the top of the first inning. As the next pitch, a strike on the outside corner as Josie Mejia sees the count even up against her 1-1. Chadley Hedworth, Cambry Robinson, and Brittany Beckstead will be the 4, 5, and 6 batters, and the final 3 are Grace Montez, JC Robinson, and Jessica Ravston. Another pitch, another strike, and Hallie Evans getting ahead in the count. It is 1-2. On the other side for the Cardinals, the fielders look like this. Evans will be firing pitches away to Taylor Myers, who has stepped in and done the catching duties as a pitch missing low and inside moves the count to 2-2. She's done a good job stepping into that role and hoping that Cooper Evans will be back by the start of the district tournament, going through concussion protocol right now after getting a concussion earlier on in the season. A strike 3 on a swing and a miss by Josie Mejia sets her down for the first batter of the game. And Hallie Evans off to a wonderful start here in this one. As for the rest of the Cardinals, first base is Haley Ledbetter. Second base is Haley Downs. Over in the shortstop position is the freshman Morgan Wood. As the first pitch to Cassidy Chugg taken for a ball, and the count moves to 1-0. And at third base, the senior Cheyenne Daniels. Cheyenne Dominguez will be roving in right field. Allie Schwartz, her fellow senior, is in left field. And the center fielder is Alicia Delaware. As another pitch taken, this one missing as well. And the count goes to 2-0. Cardinals have had a steady defensive look for the past couple of games. One big difference as another pitch missing inside moves it to a 3-0 count on Cassidy Chugg. Biggest difference, Michaela Skinner not playing at second today as Haley Downs has been moved from her right field position into the second base spot as a pitch drops in at the knees for a strike, and the count moves to 3-1 to Cassidy Chug as Hallie Evans looking to try and get a 1-2-3 inning and works seamlessly through this, and she fires another strike to move the count full 3-2. 1 out, nobody on base, nobody's touched the base paths yet in the top of the first inning as Hallie Evans working against the second batter in the lineup for the Westside Pirates, and that'll change as a Davis repair walk is going to be issued to Cassidy Chug, and on 6 pitches she makes her way down to first base. 6 pitches, not the bad thing there, but the bad thing is that pitch count could start stacking up if you continue to see these pitches coming from Hallie Evans and continue to see worked counts by the Westside Lady Pirates, wearing the maroon tops, white pants, maroon socks as well in the tucked-in pants. As pitch missing upstairs, we'll see Mari Wade get ahead in the count 1-0. Wade, as I said, had the day of days against the Soda Springs Cardinals, 3 for 3 the last time that she played them. A couple of walks as well as a home run, 5 RBIs, and 3 runs scored herself as the pitch in the dirt will bounce around. Myers couldn't control it, and Cassidy Chug is able to advance on the bobbled ball, and the count goes to 2-0, and a runner now at second base for the Lady Pirates. Hallie Evans trying to put a scoreless inning up onto the board. Pirates were able to strike first inning last time that these two teams played, and the Cardinals also gave up 3 runs to Bear Lake in the first inning as another pitch misses, and that's upstairs as the count goes to 3-0 to a second straight batter. Evans came back against Chug, but you can't keep falling behind 3-0. Can't expect to have success as a pitcher when you're always trying to put pitches straight down the middle of the plate, and another pitch misses as that ball is in the dirt. 4 pitches and another walk, back-to-back walks by Hallie Evans have runners on first and second for the Westside Pirates. No hits yet, but a rally starting to develop as Chadley Hedworth, the left-handed batter, steps into the box, and the big hitter will look to try and get something going. Hedworth playing first base today for the Lady Pirates, jersey untucked in the back as the maroon drops over the waistline of the pants. And the first pitch to her misses for a ball, I believe. 1-0 count as Hallie Evans winds and fires that pitch right there for a strike, and the count will move to 1-1 to the left-handed cleanup hitter for the Westside Lady Pirates. She'll stride back into the box once again. Evans with trouble on the base paths behind her in the top of the first inning. And a pitch way upstairs, snared by Taylor Myers. Good job getting out of the count as the count goes to 2-1. Hedworth able to hold off and gets herself back into a hitter's count. Again, the left-handed batter, one of the few left-handed batters you see in 2A Idaho, is another pitch taken for a ball, and the count swells to 3-1. Another tough count for Hallie Evans to try and work her way out of. That was a good pitch, just a little bit off the outside. Wind breezier today than it was yesterday. As a pitch swung on, hit to foul territory. No, just inside the lines, but Cheyenne Dominguez gets there, fires the ball back into the pitcher, Hallie Evans. Tagging up and getting to third is Cassidy Chug, but the fly ball produces an out, and there's 2 outs on the scoreboard as the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals will see Cambry Robinson needing to work some 2-out magic and get a 2-out base knock in order to keep this inning alive for the Westside Lady Pirates. Chance to put a 0 up onto the board for the Cardinals. So important to give yourself the opportunity to strike first in a softball game. Hallie will wind, fire, and pitch upstairs. Taking off is the pinch runner for Hedworth, and sliding in safely is Mari Wade, as she was the runner at first base, Hedworth with the fly out. And Wade moves up a base with her first MySpace stored stolen base of the game. Pitch was upstairs for a ball. 1-0 pitch, that's a strike on the inside, and the count evens back up at 1-1. Evans up to 22 pitches in this inning. No runs yet across, so you'll give up the large pitch count if she can keep the zeros coming up onto the scoreboard. And as this pitch is taken and missed for, I believe, strike 2. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Pirates looking to Cambry Robinson to bring something home. Right-handed batter awaits, swings and misses. And the count goes to 2-2. As Robinson was still fighting herself alive in the count. Took a big rip at that one that's dropped away from her. And with a 2-2 count, Evans 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Infield brought in on the corners. Pitch to the plate. That is taken for strike three. Delayed call by the umpire, but he rings her up. It's strike three looking. 2 punch-outs in the first inning, and the Soda Springs Cardinals will get to take to the plate with a 0-0 score when we come back in the bottom of the first inning on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV the Co-op, and online with our live video stream at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
0-0 your score in the bottom of the first inning. Soda Springs coming up to the plate against the Westside Lady Pirates as Brittany Beckstead back out into the circle for the Lady Pirates. Beckstead is one of the major pitchers for the Westside Pirates. You will see Mari Wade come in a little bit. Josie Mejia also, I believe, a little bit of a pitcher for the Lady Pirates. As we look down the Cardinal roster, it'll be Taylor Myers who's moved into that number 1 leadoff spot. She thrived there yesterday, going 3 for 5 with a couple of triples. Cheyenne Daniels will be batting second, and Haley Ledbetter rounds out the top 3. Cheyenne Dominguez in that cleanup spot will be followed by Hallie Evans in the 5-hole. Morgan Wood, the freshman, bats 6th. Allie Schwartz bats 7th and playing left field. Alicia Delaware and Haley Downs round out the order for the Lady Cardinals. All right-handed at-bats for the Cardinals today as they'll be working against the right-hander Beckstead, who looks into Taylor Myers, and the Cardinals get set for the opening batter. First pitch, strike 1 on the outside corner as Myers watches that one, surveys the pitch, and gives herself an idea of what's going to be coming at her. Leadoff batter always has a couple of roles. First one, obviously, get on base as Myers swings and fouls one towards the Cardinals' dugout. The count moves to 0-2. The second one, and one that is tougher to do, and one that really is a treasured aspect of a leadoff hitter, is to see a lot of pitches. As she'll swing and lift one into left field. That's a high fly ball in foul territory. That is going to drop beyond the left fielder's grasp, and the count stays at 0-2. And Myers puts the bat on the ball. The second aspect, again, is one of those that she's still working on getting better at, as you can see, an 0-2 count. But it's tough when you have a pitcher like Beckstead who is going to really pound the zone. As another pitch fouled off towards the right-hand side, and that gets beyond the third base dugout and bounces off towards the fence that borders the field complex here at Soda Springs High School. 0-2 count still, 4 pitches in for Brittany Beckstead. And where's the number 1? She looks in, and getting herself fixed up is Jessica Ravston, who will be doing the catching duties for the Westside Pirates today. And a pitch swung on and missed. Drop third strike. No, they're going to say a foul ball. So Myers talking about seeing a lot of those pitches. She's doing a great job of that in this first at-bat. 5 pitches in, and she's been able to foul them off. Still an 0-2 count, but she's definitely seen a lot. She'll bounce it over towards short. Mejia has a tough hop hit off her hip, and it ends up with an infield single for Taylor Myers. Well struck, and the ball just not fielded cleanly by the infield shortstop Josie Mejia, and the Cardinals get a leadoff base runner as they have an opportunity to strike early in this one, and that is going to bring an early trip by Coach Wade into the circle as he wants to make sure his team is on the right page to start things off. No score here in the bottom of the first inning as the Lady Cardinals coming up to the plate and looking to get things rolling. They have speed on the base pass. Taylor Myers definitely is a threat to take and steal a base, so it'll be wise to consider the fact that she is going to be stealing if you're the Westside Lady Pirates. You also have a good batter coming up, Cheyenne Daniels. We're talking about extending at bats. She saw over 30 pitches yesterday in the game against Bear Lake. 4 at-bats over 30 pitches. She did not get on base, but talking with one of the coaches for the Lady Cardinals, that's still a positive at-bat. Even though you don't get on base, if you see 6, 7, 8 pitches in an at-bat, you're definitely doing a favor of your team because you're wearing out that pitcher. And again, everybody behind you and even the batters who came before you are getting a chance to see how that pitcher is coming in. The batter in the on-deck circle has an opportunity to read the pitches. As Myers does take off on the first pitch, it misses for a ball, and the count goes to 1-0 as Myers is safely into second base with a MyStay Storage stolen base. Cheyenne Daniels now with an opportunity to drive in a run with a base knock. Again, with that speed, she'll put a bunt down. That is going to be a foul ball as it just drifts beyond the third base foul line, and the count goes to 1-1. Myers retreats back to second base. She was on the move on that bunt play. Daniels will again step into the right-handed box. She'll swing and miss at strike number 3, as it was an 0-2 count, and she is safe at first base as a drop third strike results in the first error of the game for the Lady Pirates. And it puts a runner on base for the Soda Springs Cardinals. And a runner on third base is also moving up as Taylor Myers on the drop third strikes. Ledbetter with an opportunity. Ball again gets away from Raston. Heading home and sliding across safely with your first Gate City Real Estate run of the game is Taylor Myers. Cardinals will also move up as Daniels takes herself to second base. And the Cardinals not only have a 1-0 lead on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard with nobody out, but are looking to put a big number onto the board against the Pirates. Pitch, bunted at, popped up. That's going to be an out as Ledbetter was a little bit on underneath the pitch, and it's a pop out to the catcher to put the first out onto the board for the Westside Pirates. Cheyenne Daniels has to head back to second base and is not doubled off as she'll remain there with one out. Top of the first inning, 1-0 your score. And coming up to the plate is Cheyenne Dominguez. She went 2 for 3 yesterday, reached base 3 times, had an RBI and a run scored as she will take a first pitch strike. And Beckstead definitely finding the strike zone early on. She's only had to throw 11 pitches so far to the first 4 batters she's faced, as another pitch is going to be a little bit outside, and it moves the count to 1-1. She's definitely peppering the zone. That's something happy to see if you're a coach. Another pitch upstairs this time. The count goes to 2-1. Beckstead does work quickly, gets the ball, heads back to the circle. She will once more stride up, fires, and the pitch inside and low briefly gets away from Ravston, but she tracks it down, and a 3-1 count will put Cheyenne Dominguez in a good opportunity to take a cut at something in the zone, be aggressive at the plate, and try and put something into play. This one swung on. That's up the middle for a base knock. A line drive single into center field. Coming around home is Cheyenne Daniels. Westside will chase Cheyenne Dominguez back to the first base box, or first base bag. But it's an RBI single for Cheyenne Dominguez. Second base knock of the game for the Lady Cardinals. First RBI of the game for the Cardinals. And the second, Ricky Wood, Gate City Real Estate run scored. Another ball slapped to third. One. No, they're not going to get one. Is dropping the ball on the release. No, they'll say that she got to the bag in time. Cambry Robinson was able to adjust as the ball was hit her way. And on the first pitch, Hallie Evans grounds into a 5-4 putout for a fielder's choice. Very, very lucky that Robinson was able to touch the bag first, as she had the ball pop out of her glove, was able to recover just by the fact that the ball was hit so hard. First pitch to Morgan Wood is taken for a strike. 2 outs, bottom of the first, 2-0. Cardinals have already struck after the first 2 batters reached the base paths. And a pitch swung on and missed by Morgan Wood has her down in the count, 0-2. She struck out 3 times yesterday. If she did not have one of her better games at the plate, she'll take a pitch up and away, and the count goes to 1-2. Good eye there for the Cardinals shortstop. And 1-2 pitch will be set to be delivered. Breeze continuing to blow from right field to left field. The ball is going to be inside. That hits Morgan Wood. And a hit batsman will continue the inning for the Soda Springs Cardinals, putting runners now at first and second. And Beckstead will see Allie Schwartz in this inning, something I'm sure she was hoping to avoid seeing. It's 2 runs in the inning, 1 earned run. Every other run after this will be unearned as another pitch crosses the zone for a strike against Allie Schwartz. Cheyenne Daniels only reaching base after a drop third strike allowed her on the base pass. Another pitch swung on, bounce towards second. Robinson reaches out, fires onto first, where Hedworth is able to secure the ball for the out, and the inning is over. But Soda Springs does strike for a pair. They lead it 2-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We'll be back with your second inning on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV, the Co-op, and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Soda Springs will be looking for a more economical inning from their pitcher in Hallie Evans as she returns to the circle with a 2-0 lead to work with after the Cardinals offense was able to help her out and push across a pair of runs in the bottom of the first inning. Welcome back out to Soda Springs, and as a pitch swung on and missed by leadoff batter Brittany Beckstead has her down in the count 0-1. It'll be the bottom four in the order for the Westside Pirates to come to the plate, assuming that one of them can get on base. All four will bat. Beckstead down to the count 0-1 as she leads things off. Pitch to her is swung on, slapped towards short. One hopper to Morgan Wood, who's able to handle it, fires on, and digging the ball out of the dirt is Hallie Haley Ledbetter, and it is a 6-3 putout for the Lady Cardinals as the first out is recorded. And again, economically, 2 pitches for Hallie Evans to get through the first batter. Brings up Grace Montez, the left fielder. Where's the number 9 and another right-handed batter, and first pitch to her is up and away for ball number 1. Cardinals offense and Cardinals defense has not had many opportunities to work with a lead so far this season, especially not in the second inning as they've been a little bit of a slow start. They have had several come from behind wins, and early in the season they were very successful at getting leads. In fact, you look at their game against Snake River the first time round as another pitch misses, count goes to 2-0. First time round against Snake River, they led that one until the bottom of the 7th inning when Snake River walked them off. They led coast to coast against Wendell at the Glens Ferry tournament. As another pitch bounces up, it's a 3-0 count to Montez. Against the Glens Ferry Pilots over at that same Glens Ferry tournament, the Cardinals did not see that game tied until the final at-bat. Another pitch up and away, and a 4-pitch walk to Grace Montez puts her on the base paths. Another walk brought to you by Davis Repair, the equipment and diesel specialists in Soda Springs. Third walk surrendered by Hallie Evans, who has yet to give up a hit, but has now faced 7 batters in the game, and we're only with 1 out in the second inning. And it brings up J.C. Robinson, the right fielder. She'll swing and miss. Ball fouled off at the plate, and the count will go to 0-1. Cardinals also led wire-to-wire against American Falls both times that they played the Beavers. And when they've taken that early lead, they've been successful in winning games. As Evans' pitch upstairs and away misses, and the count goes to 1-1. Problem with that is, again, when you have to always try and come from behind, you don't necessarily have as much success, and that's part of the reason why they have those 11 losses on their record this year. Bouncing ball over towards third, foul ball gets beyond Cheyenne Daniels and into the grass that borders the field. Count goes to 1-2 on J.C. Robinson with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. 2-0 Cardinals leading on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Evans again looking around the circle as she looks to work through this inning quickly, facing the number 8 batter in the west side lineup. Pitch missing low and away for ball number 2. Count evens up at 2-2 to Robinson. Jessica Ravston waits on deck. Lady Pirates looking to get the offense rolling again. They were blanked by Bear Lake in their last game, a game that aided Bear Lake in coming back in the district standings. Another ball fouled off to the right side, and we'll see a 6th pitch in this at-bat. Evans started out working quickly, got the first batter on 2 pitches. Since then, this will be the 10th pitch since that 2-pitch at-bat, 12th pitch of the inning, 37th pitch overall. As that is swung on, that's going to be over towards the third base side again, foul. And a battle developing between Hallie Evans and J.C. Robinson. Robinson, a big part of the girls basketball team. You know that the Westside girls basketball team looking for some revenge against the Lady Cardinals, who have had their number. Westside is almost the opposite, has had the number of the Lady Cardinals throughout the season. And throughout the years, as another pitch misses upstairs and the count goes full, we'll see an 8th pitch coming up in this at-bat, as Robinson really working the count well at the bottom of the order. And again, raising that pitch count for Hallie Evans, who was at 25 pitches coming into this frame. Hallie will rock, wind, fire. Pitch is lifted in the air, shallow, and just on the edge of the outfield grass, reaching out, Haley Downs is able to snare it with a great play. She and Morgan Woods almost collided, but the pop-out does result in the second out of the inning, and it brings up Ravston, who will have to put some work together in order to get that runner home from second base. First base as Montez, after walking on 4 pitches, remains planted at that first base bag. 2 outs, top of the second inning. 2-0 Lady Cardinals on top as a pitch swung on and missed. They'll say a foul tip by Ravston, and the count will go to 0-1. Evans, one of the big differences, getting ahead of batters in this frame. Westside dugout cheering loudly as another pitch gets beyond the catcher Myers. They'll say that hit Ravston, and the first hit batter of the game for the Westside Pirates makes her way down to first base and puts runners on first and second for the top of the order. Not something you wanted to see if you're the Cardinals, as that'll bring up Josie Mejia, who struck out swinging her first time up at the plate. And she'll be looking to get a ball in play this time and push across some runs, a runner in scoring position. This is something the Cardinals have had trouble with, getting that second out, or getting that third out, in games. And against the Westside Pirates, over 10 of the runs in the first time these two teams matched up were pushed across with 2 outs onto the scoreboard. Talking with Coach Babe Myers about that. As the ball is slapped towards short, picked up by Wood. She flips on to second base, where Haley Downs is able to hold on to it. It's a 6-4 putout, and the Cardinals escape a jam as they once more will hold the Pirates scoreless. We head to the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Lady Cardinals on top on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard from Soda Springs High School on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno-flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone. Food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Mountain States Insurance Company. Stop in for help with all of your insurance needs at 30 East, 2nd South next to Caribou Jackson, Soda Springs, or call 208-547-2141 and talk to an agent today. Still 2-0 Soda Springs leading after 2 innings of shutout defense. The Cardinals will look to the Westside Pirates and see if they can again patch some more runs onto their lead as Brittany Beckstead returns to the circle. It'll be Alicia Delaware, Haley Downs, and then the top of the order with Taylor Myers coming up to the plate. And the first pitch swinging for Alicia Delaware will send her around the bases with a ground rule double as she'll cruise to second base, the ball getting beyond the left field fencing, and will be retrieved by the left fielder Montez. But a leadoff double on the first pitch she sees by Montez. That is the one thing that can happen if you're a pitcher who's constantly in the zone, is batters will start to be aggressive with you, and if they start reading your pitches well, they'll put it into play in a consistent manner. As a bunt put down, the first pitch to Haley Downs is going to be registered as strike number 1, and it goes to an 0-1 count. Cardinals, though, both innings have gotten their leadoff runner on base. That's aided them in pushing some runs across as the first 2 batters got on base in the last inning. A ball chopped back to the pitcher Beckstead. She'll underhand a flip to Chadley Hedworth for the out, but it is a productive out, as moving up to third base is Delaware, and only 3 pitches in, the Cardinals have a runner 60 feet away from home plate with Taylor Myers coming up to the plate. Cardinals had this opportunity several times yesterday against Bear Lake, left 10 runners on the base paths against the Lady Bears. Something that has not been a problem for them normally. A bunt's going to be put down and fouled off to the right side, and it goes as an 0-1 count. Bunt put down the third base line by Taylor Myers. Still an interesting strategy there to bunt down the third base line with a runner on third, in my opinion. But I'm not the coach necessarily. There's another bunt shown. Myers will watch this one bounce up, and Delaware back to third base. Delaware approached it well if you're going to bunt down the third base line there. As you have to have that runner at third base force the pitcher to make a decision if you're going to bunt down the third base line. As Beckstead again will fire, bunt shown, now slap hit to the left side. That is going to end up being a fair ball as Myers is going to cruise along to second base. She's thinking triple. No, she holds up, now gets caught in between the base paths and a rundown, slides back to second, but safely is able to get underneath the tag with an RBI double. Myers very aggressive on the base paths. We've seen that before this season. It's aided her, and sometimes it's gotten her into trouble, but this time definitely an aid as the Cardinals tack on another run with their fourth hit of the game. They lead it 3-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard over the Lady Pirates. It's been something the Cardinals have been hot and cold about this year as their offense has been their ability to put runs up on teams as the first pitch misses upstairs to Cheyenne Daniels. The count goes to 1-0. Next pitch is swung on. That slapped right to the third baseman and doubling up Taylor Myers as the third out will be recorded is Mari Wade as she smartly throws the ball to Cambry Robinson, and the Cardinals are set down in the inning. But they do strike for one. They lead it 3-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Caribou Jack's Trading Company in Soda Springs, supplying you with everything for your home and your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue needs this spring and summer. Stop by at 50 East 2nd South in Soda Springs or call 208-547-4326 today. Welcome back out to Soda Springs, Idaho on a gorgeous Friday afternoon, as the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals right now up on the Westside Pirates after 2 innings, 3-0, as the Cardinals looking to try and close the season out with a win. They're looking to move to 2-4 in district play and 7-11-1 on the regular season. Couldn't ask for a better day to try and do it with either, as while the wind is blowing and drawing out some clouds off in the distance. Also off in the distance, you're seeing the sun making the green on S Hill almost glow, where the grass is starting to really brighten up. The forest green up of the trees and shrubbery up above as well is giving a beautiful contrast, and also contrasting is the dark black of the Cardinal uniforms against the maroon and white of the Westside Pirates as the Cardinals take to the field, and Hallie Evans gets Casty Chug to swing through the first pitch. Count goes to 0-1, and Evans working into her second inning of work, 43 pitches into the game. With that last one, will wind fire, and a pitch will be bounced over towards short on the ground. Woods up with it. Long throw to first base in time. And the out is recorded, and again, the leadoff batter is set down. And all 3 innings now, the Westside Pirates have not been able to get that leadoff batter on base. We talked about it, the way the Cardinals have gotten the leadoff batter around each time. And when you don't let that leadoff batter on base, it becomes much harder to work somebody around the base paths. You have to string some hits together. Brings up Mari Waite. She'll take a first pitch upstairs slightly, as that was a good delivery from Hallie Evans, but just did not find the zone. Count goes to 1-0. 1 out, top of the third inning, brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance. Pitch from Evans, bounced up. That hits Mari Waite. And without swinging the bat again, she gets onto the base paths. As she walked her first time up, she's the second hit batsman by Hallie Evans in this game and moves herself to first base. Evans yet to give up a hit, but has seen 5 base runners behind her. Hallie looks in. Cardinals adjusting their outfield as they'll shift majorly over to the right field side. Pitch will be taken, I believe, for a strike to Chadley Hedworth, and the count goes to 0-1. Again, clouds building and growing off in the distance, but overhead, nothing but bright sunshine is christening the field as a pitch will get away from Evans, almost bowled up to the plate instead of fired in. It's a ball, and moving up on the play is Mari Wade as she gets up to second base on the pass ball. As I said before, 3-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and again, Hedworth will step in. She got contact on the ball, but not solid contact, as it was a short fly out to right field her first time up. Takes another strike, and the count goes to 1-2. 1 out. In your Sanders Furniture and Appliance third inning. Evans looks in again to Hedworth. Cardinals infield, playing in on the corners, back at the infield middle positions. And a swing and a miss by Hedworth will actually result in a 2-2 count, as the count actually was at 1-2. No scoreboard here at the softball fields at Soda Springs High School. So somebody's in the way of the umpire. I apologize for not being able to read the pitch as well. Pitch upstairs. Count goes full to Hedworth, 3-2. Wade dances off second base every pitch. Has the bow tie underneath the helmet, keeping her hair together. Wears the number 14. There's another pitch upstairs to Hedworth. That's ball 4, and the first baseman earns a walk. She's on base for the first time. Still no base hits for the Westside Pirates. Now 6 base runners in the game, though. They've gotten 2 on base in every inning, but the Cardinals have been able to get through each of those innings without giving up any damage. You can't continue that, though. That's a dangerous lifestyle in the game of softball if you keep letting people on base. Brings up Cambry Robinson. She struck out swinging her first time up. First pitch is swung on and fouled off, and the count goes to 0-1. Third inning presented by Sanders Furniture and Appliance, where they carry only the best brands, including Lazy Boy, Amana, Maytag, GE, Crosley, and more. Sanders Furniture and Appliance working at making your house a home, as another pitch in the dirt moves the count to 1-1. With 1 out in the third. Cardinals continuing to hold Wade by moving in behind her every time she leads off. As a pitch misses way outside, the count goes to 2-1 to Cambry Robinson. Again, Hallie Evans working from behind in the count. She worked efficiently leading up to this, but up to 55 pitches already in the third inning. Another pitch swung on. That's well struck into left field, but being able to get underneath it is Schultz. She sees it go over her glove. It's a outfield error that's going to be resulting in multiple bases, and everybody moves up too. 1 run scores as Wade is able to cross the plate. That's an unearned run. Hedworth moves up to third and on to second base with the error by the Cardinal left fielder is Cambry Robinson. We'll see if those runs continue to be unearned, as a base hit by Brittany Beckstead would change one of those, or that run at least. And Beckstead steps into the right-handed batter's box, looking to make up for a ground out to short. Looked like Schultz was right there for that one, as another ball is going to be grounded. That gets past Schultz. It goes all the way to the fence. That's going to be a 2 RBI double, maybe a triple, as Beckstead's on to third. A 2 RBI triple for Beckstead brings around everybody, and that results in 2 more runs coming across the plate. We're knotted up at 3. And again, the errors biting the Cardinals. 4 straight have reached, and the first hit of the game results in 2 more runs coming across the plate against Hallie Evans, as Coach Schwanevelt wants to talk things over, and it's really only a single for Brittany Beckstead, as it was an error on Allie Schultz for letting that one get back to the fence. You got to knock the ball down. You can't let it get back to the fence. These are the little things that have hurt the Cardinals this year. And again, they come back to haunt them. Everybody was brought into the circle as Schwanevelt wanted to chat with his full team, brought them all in, and now sends them back to their positions, as Evans will work with a runner on third base, tie game at 3-3 in the third inning on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and only 1 out. It's Grace Montez who walked her first time up, and she swings, and we'll see one miss the bat but get away from the catcher Myers, and staying at third base is Beckstead, as Myers quickly out of the crouch and able to get there. 3-3 ball game after the Pirates have struck for 2 runs, 3 unearned runs in this inning, or 3 runs, 2 earned runs. Evans fires again. Ball is going to be slapped over towards third. That's a foul ball as Daniels went for it, but just could not get it in foul territory. It evaded her glove by inches. And the count will go to 0-2. Big strikeout here if Evans can punch out Montez. Pirates in their own right are happy to see the bats working again, as they have struggled to get some solid contact. Pitch upstairs misses, trying to get Montez to go chasing one high, and the count goes to 1-2. And Evans will again stare in. Rocks, winds, fires, and the pitch is going to be grounded towards third. Cardinals will just take the easy out at first. It is an RBI ground out for Montez. The run does come across to score, and Soda Springs will look for one more out, down 4-3. Only one hit against Hallie Evans in the game so far. 4 walks, 2 hit batters, though, and an error on the Cardinals in this inning. Pitch misses for the first one. J.C. Robinson gets ahead in the count, 1-0. Disappointing third inning so far. Of course, the offense still a chance to give you that lead back, but you got to get them up to the plate. Nobody on base right now as the count moves even, 1-1. Robinson taking a pitch down the heart of the plate. 4 runs across the plate for the West Side Pirates in the top of the first. Top of the third, as Evans will rock, wind, and fire. Another pitch is off the end of the bat on the infield. Ledbetter gets under it, puts it away, and the out is recorded. Cardinals will send their offense up to the plate, but they will have some work ahead of them as they trail 4-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV, the Co-op, and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Cardinal offense has scored in every inning so far, and they'll need to score again if they want to get the lead, but it'll be the heart of the order coming up. Haley Ledbetter, Cheyenne Dominguez, and Hallie Evans will be due up for the Lady Cardinals to lead off the bottom of the third inning, brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance in Soda Springs. The great people in Soda Springs working at making your house a home. First pitch from Brittany Beckstead to Ledbetter is taken low for a ball, and the count will move to 1-0. Cardinals were in bright spirits today. A lot of people expecting Soda Springs to come away with a victory in this game, as Ledbetter will fly one out to left field, and getting underneath it to put it away is Grace Montez, as the first out is recorded on just 2 pitches, and the Cardinals offense will have to work with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Gave up 4 runs in the top of this frame, trail 4-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And that'll bring Cheyenne Dominguez to the plate. She singled her first time up, brought home a run as she was able to drive in Cheyenne Daniels. The pair of Cheyennes working together. One of the 2 earned runs the Cardinals have scored as the first pitch is taken for a strike to Dominguez. 0-1. Count goes to 2-0. Once again, misreading the umpire's call, as the count will be at 2-0, another pitch missing inside. 2-0 delivery. That one misses, and the count goes to 3-0. Dominguez looking to get on base with 1 out. She had a great game yesterday. In fact, in the last 2 games, as the pitch is fired across the plate for a strike by Brittany Beckstead. Last 2 games, she is 3 for 5 so far, with a walk. And she swings and misses. A good cut, healthy hack at a pitch that was drifting away from her, and I don't think she thought it was going to go away that much, and the count will go to 3-2. Right-handed batter, close stance, takes a pitch. That's strike 3, and it rings her up as she goes down looking. Borderline pitch, but when it's close, you got to be taking some hacks. And she is the second out of the inning, and the Cardinals in danger of going down in order after watching the West Side Pirates give themselves a lead. As a pitch swung on and missed by Evans, she was way out in front of a pitch that deftly dropped across the plate. A little bit of an off-speed pitch to start off the at-bat. That can be tough as another pitch taken upstairs for a ball moves it to 1-1. Haze starting to build off in the distance. Of course, this wonderful weather supposed to disappear over the weekend as a line drive to third base is speared by Mari Wade, and she will record the final out. Cardinals go down in order in the third inning. We head to the top of the fourth, 4-3, West Side leading on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Back with more on KBRV The Co-op and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Welcome once more again to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. I'm Caleb Berggraf on KBRV The Co-op. Just got done with our Sanders Furniture and Appliance third inning. Sanders Furniture and Appliance carries only the best brands, including Lazy Boy, Amana, Maytag, Crosley, GE, and more. Let them help you make your house a home. Here in the fourth inning, Westside will be bringing up 9-1-2 as they were able to put 4 runs across the plate in the last frame. Starts off with Ravston, who was hit by a pitcher first time up. She'll be working against Hallie Evans, who is up to 64 pitches in today's game. First pitch from Evans is going to be chopped foul over the third base side, and the count goes to 0-1. West Side worked a 1-2-3 inning in defense. That means they were able to keep momentum on their side, and momentum can be a fickle beast when it comes to baseball and softball. You got to take advantage of it while you have it. Cardinals need to stop that momentum from the Pirates as a pitch is poured over the plate and it moves it to 0-2 on Ravston. Hallie Evans getting ahead in the count to the leadoff batter. Hallie ended up throwing 125 pitches yesterday in their game against the Bear Lake Lady Bears. Also pitched against Malaz. Another pitch bounced up and the count goes to 2-1. First pitch out of the zone, trying to get Ravston to go fishing, but she's able to hold off. Breeze keeping things cool as it is a warm breeze, warmer, I should say, coming out of the south as a pitch just misses. Evans, I'm sure, wanted to get that one and moves the count to 2-2, though. And Ravston again steps into the right-handed box. Waggles the bat, number 9 hitter, looking to get the inning started. Cardinals have set down the leadoff batter every time in this game so far. Ravston, though, now with a 3-2 count as another pitch misses up and away, looking to reverse that trend. Outfield playing straight up against the number 9 batter. Evans pitch rings her up. Called strike 3 on the inside corner, and the third punch out for Hallie Evans is the second one looking. And it starts the inning off in a prime example of a perfect way to do so. As on 6 pitches, down goes Ravston, brings up Josie Mejia, right-handed batter for the Lady Pirates, who has a very upright stance at the plate before crouching low and taking one inside that bounces to the backstop. And the count will move to a 1-0 hitters count. Clouds building up to the right side, off to the north, also building up behind us as a ball slapped past a diving Morgan Wood at short, picked up and fielded by Schultz, who gets it into second base, and that's going to limit Josie Mejia to just a single. She gets her first hit of the game, and the Pirates again have a 1-out base runner. That has been another trend that has been continuing. First batter out, second batter reaching base, but only 2 hits for the Lady Pirates so far as the center fielder, Casty Chugg, steps into the right-handed box. Chugg will swing and miss at the first pitch to her, and the count goes to 0-1. She's walked and grounded out in her 2 plate appearances so far. Ground out came on a similar 0-1 count. That started off the third inning. Pirates leading 4-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as a pitch way up out of the zone to the very short Cassidy Chugg moves it to 1-1 with 1 out. 1 runner on first base. Outfield shifted again over to the right side, guarding the line, though, in left field as the ball is going to get through Cheyenne Daniels. It'll be a single, as that was a well-struck ball. And retreating back to first base is Chug. With back-to-back singles, though, the Westside Pirates putting runners on first and second. And all of a sudden, the Lady Cardinals, again, we talked about momentum, giving up more momentum to the Pirates as they're building another rally with one out. And Mari Wade, their best hitter, stepping into the right-handed box. Mari Wade still yet to have an official at-bat. She's walked and been hit by a pitch. Takes a pitch at the knees for a strike. Good off-speed pitch that dropped low out of the zone just after it crossed the knee. Good fooling movement on that one by Hallie Evans, who continues to work in her 4th inning of work. She's given up 4 runs, 2 of those earned, as a pitch bounced up to the plate, scooped up by Myers, though, and the count will go to 1-1. Myers had the difficult task of stepping into the high school catching position after not having played in high school. She had caught previously in the younger grades and in the younger leagues as the pitch swung on and missed. Big cut by Mari Wade, but she was fooled by an off-speed pitch again by Hallie Evans. Again, Myers was moved to the outfield and then to shortstop as she moved up in the grades here in the softball ranks of Soda Springs. This pitch upstairs, trying to again get Wade going upstairs for a pitch, but she will not challenge a pitch at the shoulders. And since then, she has really been a good utility player for the Lady Cardinals. Wherever you need her, her best position, in my broadcasting opinion, is shortstop, but she has a great arm for it. Also, left field and center field is good spots for her, so it'll be interesting to see where she plays next year. But I know when Cooper Evans comes back and can do the catching, that most likely Taylor Myers is going to be at the shortstop position. Cooper Evans, of course, out doing concussion protocol. She was the starting catcher for the Cardinals this year. As 4 straight out of the zone result in another walk, and Hallie Evans, after having a 0-2 count against Mari Wade, surrenders her 5th walk of the game and loads the bases for the Westside Pirates with the left-handed hitting Chadley Hedworth at the plate. Wind has died down. When it is blowing, it goes from right field to left field. And now a little bit blowing inside to the park as the ball bounced up the middle. That's into no man's land. Everybody's going to be safe on an infield single by Hedworth. Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it, and Hedworth found a hole and reaches base with an RBI single. 4th hit against Hallie Evans in the game. 5 runs for the Westside Pirates in the last 2 innings. And still, the bases remain loaded with only 1 out. A long inning developing, too, for Hallie Evans. Got the first batter out. Since then, the last 4 have reached as another pitch catches the outside corner against Cambry Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 2, but she was the beneficiary of a flyout that dropped after Allie Schwartz came too far in and had to go over her glove, tipping it. And she'll take a pitch for a ball that misses. Cambry wearing the number 33, jersey untucked, as the Westside Pirates, a variety of jersey styles in the way that they wear them. Some untucked, some not untucked. Everybody does have one similar trend. That's the socks tucked in, with the uniform pants tucked into the top of the socks, I should say. Pitch count goes to 2-1 as Evans works with 1 out. 5-3, Pirates leading a bouncing ball to third base, and the throw on to home will record the out on the fielder's choice. Cambry Robinson grounds out into a 5-2 putout. And everybody will move up a base other than Cassie Chug, who will be cut down trying to score. 2 outs in the inning, though, and the Cardinals 1 out from keeping it a 2-run game. And this has been where they struggled, and a tough batter coming up. Brittany Beckstead, 1 for 2. She has a single that drove in a pair of runs. Evans pitch upstairs, missing, and the count goes to 1-0. Can't walk a batter, no place to put him. As the base is chock full of Pirates. They're going to see this one lifted into center field. That's a 2-out RBI single. It's going to bring in 2 more runs as the Pirates will stake themselves to a 7-3 lead. 3 runs coming across in the inning, and the Soda Springs Cardinals will again see the Pirates take advantage of some of their opportunities to push runners forward. 3 runs in the inning now, 7 runs in the game, and every run this inning has been earned. And again, 2-out problems for the Cardinals in getting out of innings. Grace Montez is 0 for 1. She's got an RBI ground out and has walked in the game, as that will see Evans looking into her 8th batter of the inning as the first pitch is taken high for a ball. J.C. Robinson is 0 for 2 on deck. You do have an open base at third. You'd rather not use it. You have force outs everywhere around there except for home as the ball bounces away from Myers, and that one will see the force out options reduced just to first base, and now there is a base open at first. Pirates offense erupting for 7 runs in the last 2 innings, with still more work to go for the Cardinals to get out of the top of the 4th. 7-3 your score, and 7 unanswered runs as a pitch just missing high. Montez getting the benefit of the call. The umpire has had a shorter strike zone today than we've seen many times this year. Got to adjust to it if you're the Cardinals. It's been consistent. That pitch inside, called a strike. No, excuse me. Yes, it is a strike. They are going to call it a strike. Montez was heading down to first base. The umpire called strike 1, and Montez thought it was ball 4 inside. She spun out of the way, but that's what happens when you crowd the plate sometimes. You can sometimes think it's going to be an inside pitch and then end up having to jog yourself back to the plate. 3-1 pitch, that is upstairs, so it's delayed, but there is a Davis repair walk that puts Grace Montez onto the base pass. Base is still chock full of Pirates as it reloads them. 6 walks from Hallie Evans. 8 batters have reached base without the benefit of a hit or an error. 6 walks, 2 hit batters. She's only given up 5 hits in the game so far. There have been 2 errors by the Cardinals in the game. Number 9 batter in the inning comes up, and a pitch is poured across the plate for a strike as Robinson falls behind in the count 0-1. As I said, she is 0 for 2 in the game. Good batter to have coming up to get yourself out in a 7-3 ball game where the Pirates have scored 7 unanswered, 4 in the top of the 3rd, 3 in the top of this frame. More could come across, but not this time, as the ball is going to be grounded into the glove of Hallie Evans, and she'll fire back home to record the out there. It's a 1-2 put out, but the Lady Pirates again strike for 3. They leave the bases loaded as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 7-3 Westside on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3- or 4-year-old children today.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of May 4th through the 10th in Soda Springs. 80% lean, 20% fat. Ground beef is just $2.49 a pound. Family packs of thighs or drumsticks are just 99 cents a pound. And boneless New York pork chops are $1.69 a pound. $10 mix or match bags are back. Grab 2-pound packages of carrots, fresh white corn, 1-pound packages of mini sweet peppers, red or yellow onions, and plenty of other fruits and vegetables to pack into your bag for just $10. And those are just some of the savings you can find at Lalaton's in Soda Springs. This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Call Ricky today at 208-547-7012 and let her help you find your way home. 7-3, the Westside Pirates scoring 7 unanswered runs as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning on KBRV The Co-op and online with our live video stream at mylocalradio.com. Hope that you are having an enjoyable afternoon, and hoping the afternoon gets a bit more enjoyable for the Lady Cardinals as the offense has work to do. They have not scored since the 3rd inning, and they'll have a good chance to score as a leadoff single is going to be hit into shallow left field, and Morgan Wood on the first pitch she sees will get on base. Woods had a hot and cold year as the starting freshman, one of 2 starting freshmen for the Cardinals, as she is rotated with Cooper Evans. Not rotated, but those 2 have been 2 of the younger players for the Cardinals to get into the games, as a pitch is going to be in the dirt. Taking off and getting the stolen base is Morgan Wood. Another MySpace Storage stolen base. Call them at 208-547-4774. Becksted's pitch to the plate, low and away again, and all of a sudden, as Wood tries to steal third, she'll slide in safely again. The speed of Morgan Wood proving beneficial, and Allie Schwartz with a 2-0 count has an opportunity to push across a run by just putting a ball in play. Cardinals being aggressive here in the bottom of the 4th inning. She'll show bunt. Ball will get away from the catcher. Wood's going to try and score. Flip to the plate late. And without the benefit of a ball in play, Morgan Wood steals second, steals third, and comes across home with a pass ball. That is what speed does for you. It never has an off day. Cardinals back within a run, 4-7. They still trail by 3 to the West Side Pirates as Beckstead fires a pitch across the plate, makes it 3-1 as Allie Schwartz was taken the whole way there. Schwartz grounded out to second her first time up. Cambry Robinson did have to reach for the ball as this one popped up foul towards the seats on the third base side. And when I say seats, I mean people either in their lawn chairs or seated on the grass. Count to 3-2. Nobody out, nobody on base after Wood able to steal herself around the base pass. Another pitch inside, and Schwartz earns the walk on 6 pitches, and the Cardinals' first 2 batters will reach the base pass. First walk surrendered by Brittany Beckstead in the game. Talking to the head coach of the West Side Pirates, Coach Wade, as the ball is going to be lifted into left field. Getting underneath it and putting it away is Grace Montez, and back to first base being cut down. No! Sliding in ahead of the tag of Chadley Hedworth is Allie Schwartz. Schwartz luckily able to get back as that ball was on its way in. She was already 3/4 of the way to second base, but was able to turn around, and Alicia De La Guerra, while flying out, will not be the suspect of a double play. As that ball was double play written all over it, Hedworth went back to the bag instead of just trying to tag Allie Schwartz, and it results in Schwartz having to retreat back to first and still being safe. Pitch poured in for a strike. This time Allie takes off, slides in with a stolen base of her own. Count moves to 1-1 on Haley Downs, who's up to the plate for the second time. She grounded out to the pitcher her first time up. 3 stolen bases in the inning for the Cardinals, 4 in the game as Downs will pop one up foul. Count goes to 1-2 on the sophomore for the Lady Cardinals. 7-4 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, working in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cardinals trailing the West Side Pirates by 3 runs as a pitch inside hits Downs. And she will get the free pass to first base with a second hit batter by Brittany Beckstead. And on a 1-2 count, no less. Seen that hurt the Cardinals several times this year. We'll see if this hurts the Pirates in giving that up. As Beckstead works to the top of the order, that's Taylor Myers, who turns hard on a ball and fouls it down the third base side. And Myers is down in the count, 0-1. Myers 2 for 2 so far. She's got a single and a double, an RBI and a run scored. She was left at second base in that double as she was doubled up on a line drive. Here swings underneath and fouls one over the grandstands behind home plate. And the count goes to 0-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Cardinals are having a rally, getting started. As runners on first and second. Swung on pitch. That one's hit well. That's to the outfield fence. It's gone! A 3-run game-tying home run for Taylor Myers. A line shot. And the Cardinals promptly clear the bases as their leadoff batter rockets a ball into the left center field grass beyond the fence line. Tie ball game, 7-all on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. That was a no-doubter by Taylor Myers that clears the fences, and all of a sudden it's a brand new ball game. Myers a triple away from hitting for the cycle today, and just 3 at-bats in the top of the 4th or bottom of the 4th inning. 7-all on senior day for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Bases cleared, brings up Cheyenne Daniels, as the right-handed batter will await her opportunity against Brittany Beckstead. That completely changes the way this game has been looking. And now Brittany Beckstead will have to find a way to settle herself down as the pitch is taken for a strike. And the count moves to 1-1 on Cheyenne Daniels. Talked about the fact that Myers has been very hot lately in the way she's been swinging the bat as another pitch misses up and away. Count to 2-1 on Daniels. Had the 3 hits yesterday. 2 triples included in that as another pitch just off the plate, and the count goes to 3-1. Daniels so far 0 for 2. Trying to follow up the home run. Well, slap one over towards the third base side. That's a fair ball as well. Daniels turns first. She's going to be heading for second. Throw is late, and sliding in safely with a one-out double is Cheyenne Daniels, and all of a sudden the Cardinals get another runner onto the base paths, and that is the go-ahead run, as it's all tied up 7-7 between the Cardinals and the Pirates. Pirates 3-2 in district play. They lose today. It would send things to, as a pitch poured across for a strike to Ledbetter, moves it to 0-1. They would still keep the number 2 spot in the district, but they'd have dropped their last 2 games. Pitch swung on, bounced over towards third. That gets through. Jabbing it. Instead of getting her body in front of it is Mari Wade. That'll end up being a double for Ledbetter, and the Cardinals could another run across. Another RBI for Soda Springs as Daniels comes across the plate. Last 4 batters have reached base, and the only out was a well-hit fly ball that ended up catching the glove of Grace Montez. 5 runs across in the inning, and it brings up Cheyenne Dominguez, who will be the 8th batter to bat. She bounces one foul down the third base line, as Ledbetter was on her way towards third, but will have to walk back. An 0-1 count will greet Dominguez when she returns to the plate. Dominguez is 1 for 2 so far, struck out looking. One of the 2 strikeouts Becksted's been able to record. Also has an RBI single. Now bounds one over towards third. Wade fires onto first. That gets past Chadley Hedworth. 1 run will score, as moving up to the home plate is going to be Haley Ledbetter. And reaching on an error by the West Side Pirates is Cheyenne Dominguez as she moves up a base. No RBI on the play, but the Cardinals do score another run, give them 6 in the inning. And a 9th run across the plate. That one unearned. 7 of the 9 runs have been earned by the Lady Cardinals, as now the West Side Pirates huddle together in the center circle. We talked about the fact yesterday you can't necessarily expect the big innings to come, but this Cardinals team does have the ability to find those big innings and put them up onto the board. It hasn't happened as often as you'd have liked to see for the Lady Cardinals, though, as Coach Wade will wander back over to his own dugout on the first base side. I'm sure he's got to be wondering what has happened with his team, as the Cardinals have all of a sudden made things very, very interesting in what this district tournament could look like next week. Pitch bounced over towards third, picked up again by Wade. This time a much better throw onto first, and the out is recorded. But the 10th batter of the inning will come up to the plate as Hallie Evans, the ground out. It brings up Morgan Wood, who singled to lead this game off. It wasn't a well-hit single necessarily, but it did do the trick as it helped the Cardinals rally start. They now lead 9-7 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. That's 9 runs brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. She'll foul a ball off over towards the dugout, off of the dugout roof on the first base side, and the count will move to 0-1. Long inning for a pitcher who had not thrown a lot of pitches, only 41 coming into the inning for Brittany Beckstead. Wood returns to the right-handed batter's box. There's another pitch from Beckstead. That's bounded over towards short, picked up and thrown on to first base to retire the side by Josie Mejia. But the Cardinals take the lead with a 6-run inning. It's 9-7 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard when we come back with your Bear Lake Drug 5th inning on KBRV, the Co-op, and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
Cardinals have 7 hits in the game so far today as they continue to work to get themselves a lead. And I actually believe 8 hits in the game so far today, as they have gotten to Brittany Beckstead and have scored 9 runs as they answer back and give themselves a 9-7 lead as we welcome you into your Bear Lake Drug 5th inning. Bear Lake Drug is the small-town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. Evans looks in, and Hallie fires a pitch that is swung on and missed as Jessica Ravston leads the inning off after leading off the last inning by striking out. And the Lady Cardinals will hopefully see things continue to go their way on the defensive side. Evans awaits another delivery. This one is inside and low, and the count goes to 1-1. 9-7, Cardinals leading. Top of the 5th inning on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Nobody out in the leadoff batter, and Jessica Ravston, who's 0 for 1 today, swinging and bouncing one back to Evans. She's on to first, and the ball dug out of the dirt again by Haley Ledbetter, and the out is recorded. 1-3 on the putout. That's a great way to start it off on a not very solid contact hit from the Westside Pirates. And they are starting to revert back to the ways of not getting that solid contact. In fact, even with the balls they were hitting in the last inning, they only had to 4 singles. It wasn't like they were hitting the ball very hard in the top of the 4th inning as the pitch misses low in the dirt to Josie Mejia. Mejia's 1 for 3 in the day. They weren't hitting it hard. They were just finding the right places to go to, as every one of those runs in the last inning was earned. The ball bounced foul and off of the hand of Coach Wade on the far side. The West Side Pirates coach could not quite grasp it. And it gets back out to Hallie Evans. 1-1 count and a 1 out here in the Bear Lake Drug 5th inning. Sun beaming down on the field as the clouds continue to evade the sky overhead. This pitch swung on. It won't evade the bat, but now an error made in the field by Cheyenne Dominguez. Might have lost the ball, and the Sun throws on to second, and safe sliding underneath the tag is Josie Mejia. It looked like Cheyenne Dominguez lost the ball in the Sun on her way over to grab it. She was able to get a piece of it with her hand, not her glove hand, mind you, but tried to recover it. And a lead or 1-out runner on second base will greet the Cardinals with their 3rd error of the game. And a chance for the Pirates to get a rally of their own started. See if they can swing some of that momentum back to their own side. Ball bounced foul again down the 3rd base side by Cassidy Chug. And the count goes to 0-1. Cassidy's 1 for 2, has reached base twice. She's walked, and she has a single, but she was left stranded at 3rd base. Not necessarily stranded, but she was cut down trying to score. Back in the 4th inning. This ball popped up in play on the foul side of the 3rd base bag, but it's going to be tracked down by Cheyenne Daniels, who puts it away, and the 2nd out is recorded. And the Cardinals quickly working their way through the top of the 5th inning, just what the doctor ordered after getting 6 runs across in the bottom of the last frame. 9-7 they lead, and stepping up is Mari Wade, who has been walked twice and has been hit by a pitch. Cardinals being careful with the slugger for the West Side Pirates, as this pitch behind her, she ducks out of the way, it gets all the way to the screen, and taking advantage is Josie Mejia, who moves up 60 feet to 3rd base. When you think about Mari Wade, do have to consider the fact she did go 3 for 3 when these teams met last time and was not retired. She has still not been retired this season by the Cardinals. As this pitch upstairs and away, and the count goes to 2-0 on the slugger for the Lady Pirates. Good patience being shown as well, as when you haven't gotten a lot of pitches to see in the game and your team is trailing, sometimes it can be tempting to go after pitches that aren't strikes. And right now she is not necessarily being too aggressive at the plate. She's still working the count as it goes to 3-0. Another pitch missing outside. And we'll see if she green lights herself here, if the coach gives her the green light on the 3-0 count. Runner at 3rd base, 2 outs in the top of the 5th, top of the 5th inning. She won't have the green light, and she will take a pitch for ball 4, another Davis repair walk, and she's got 3 Davis repair walks, 7 walks from Hallie Evans in the game, and runners are put onto the corners for the left-handed hitting Hedworth. Chadley Hedworth scored twice so far today. She has an RBI single as well, and she has flown out to right field. Ball gets past the catcher. Myers trying to score on the play, and sliding safely is Josie Mejia, going all the way up to 3rd base and being tagged out is Mario. No, the ball got away from Cheyenne Daniels, and Wade is safe at 3rd. Looked like she had made a mistake in trying to score, and instead ends up being safe at 3rd. And now with 2 outs, Hedworth has a 1-0 count to work with. And another runner in scoring position at third base, but a run across the plate. It's now 9-8 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Evans' pitch on the outside corner drops in for a strike. That off-speed pitch has been working well for Evans in the circle. Cardinals bringing the infield in on the corners. Headwork, not necessarily a bunting suspect, but you never know what a team's going to try and do as she'll bounce one over towards second. Picked up cleanly by Downs, and a hard throw to first base records the out as Haley Ledbetter is able to handle it, and the Cardinals will keep the lead. Westside does get one more run onto their tally. It's 9-8 as we head to the bottom of the Bear Lake Drug 5th inning on KBRV The Co-op and online with our live video stream at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Back to the bottom of the 5th inning, we welcome you once again to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals on KBRV The Co-op and online with the live video stream at mylocalradio.com as the Cardinals, clinging to a 1-run lead, will try to repeat the success they had in the bottom of the 4th inning to give them the lead back, and they'll look to the heart of the order to do so as Allie Schultz, or bottom of the order I should say, to do so as Allie Schultz takes the first pitch for a strike and the count goes to 0-1. Schultz takes this one, and that just misses, and the count moves even 1-1. Schultz walked her last time up, came around to score. She's only had the 2 official at-bats as she will foul one down the third base side, and the count will move into the favor of Brittany Beckstead, back out for her 5th inning of work to 1-2. 68 pitches coming into this inning. 72 now as the ball is flown out to left field. Back there's Grace Montez. She puts it away, and the first out is recorded for the Lady Cardinals on the offensive side as they look to keep putting something on the board. Alicia Delaware will step up. She doubled her first time up, came around to score, and then had a hard fly out to right field her second time up. Now grounds one over to third base, and again Wade throws the ball away, gets to the fence. It wasn't backed up, and taking advantage of another error by the West Side Pirates will be the Soda Springs Cardinals, and moving up to scoring position is Delaware. Swung at the first pitch and was not able to do much with it, but will still end up on base anyways. Another ball bounced towards second. That goes off for the glove of the second baseman, Cambry Robinson, and back-to-back errors on the Lady Pirates give the Cardinals a run and put a runner on first base for Soda Springs. Another unearned run. It's 10-8. Soda Springs on top. And on first base is Haley Downs. Myers will step up. She's a triple shy of the cycle, a home run, a double, and a single. First pitch to her, inside, misses for a ball. Myers again steps in. Beckstead fires. This one bounced towards the third base side, but goes foul. That could have been your triple there, as Myers has come close to the triple other times this year. Or not the triple, the cycle I should say, but has not had that home run in order to try and get it. See if she can do something different here as the pitch is going to be swung on and missed. And strike 2, we'll see her down to the count, 1-2. 1 out, 1 run already across. Runner stands at first base, and Haley Downs. And the bottom of the Bear Lake Drug 5th inning. And another pitch is swung on. That's lifted into right field and foul. Left field and foul as that bounces beyond the spectators, and we'll see a 5th pitch to this at-bat with the count still at 1-2. Beckstead again to the plate. That's going to be a ball that bounces inside of the baselines, fielded quickly by Montez, and she'll get it in, but it's another single for Taylor Myers, who continues to remain perfect on the day. It moves downs up a base, and Soda Springs with a big rally looking to form as they now have a chance to push across more runs with Cheyenne Daniels coming to the plate. She doubled her last time up. Myers takes off for second. Up to third base and sliding in safely ahead of the tag is Haley Downs, as a pitch in the dirt allows both runners to move up. Still only the one out. Every run left in this inning would be unearned after 2 errors were made by the Westside Pirates to prolong the inning. Over at third base for one, where Wade threw the ball away, and second base and Cambry Robinson made an error. 3 errors in the game so far for the Pirates, as another pitch is going to be to the backstop, fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. Both teams have made the same amount of errors, 3 for each. Costly ones at that for each side as well. As a pitch swung on, that's fouled off to the left side again. And it moves into the foul territory where the count goes to 1-2 to Daniels. Daniels has scored 2 runs. She struck out her first time up, so she has had the propensity to strike out this year. Struck out yesterday 3 times as well, twice looking in long extended at-bats, as she'll fly one out on the infield, popped up and dropped, I believe, by the catcher. We'll see what Daniels does. Does she head back to the dugout? Nope, just heads back to retrieve the bat. She'll have another chance, as that was a out that should have been recorded. And we'll see if that comes back to hurt them. Ravston went for the basket catch instead of the overhead catch, and it could be a very costly mistake. Pitch to the plate is swung on. Over to the left side, that's foul as well. 5 pitches already in this at-bat. They're starting to extend the pitch counts of Brittany Beckstead today. As Daniels, again, working the count well. She's seen 15 pitches so far today in her 4 plate appearances. Chops one back to the pitcher. They'll go home and trying to score, and sliding in safely as the tag wasn't applied. Ravston thought there was a force. There's no force, and the Cardinals will get the advantage. It's a fielder's choice, and everybody is safe. So technically no hit for Cheyenne Daniels. It will be an RBI, or no RBI on the play, excuse me, on the fielder's choice, is going up and moving up to second base is Ledbetter, or is Daniels, as Ledbetter takes a pitch downstairs and missing for a ball. Pirates made the correct play, but Raston's got to apply the tag. Beckstead's pitch bunted at down the third base line, and that is going to be fair, and the throw on to first, not in time, and the bunt successful, as moving up from third to score is Taylor Myers. It's an RBI single for Haley Ledbetter on the infield, and the Cardinals move everybody up another base. In fact, up to third base goes Cheyenne Daniels. 12-8. Soda Springs leading by 4. Beckstead fires a pitch that's upstairs, running up and moving into second base is Ledbetter, as she'll get a stolen base. Cardinals with 2 more stolen bases in the inning. Ledbetter in scoring position, as it's up now to Dominguez to try and do something. She sees a pitch into the zone as the count moves to 1-1. Dominguez playing at right field today. She's been the designated player for several other games, as she'll shallowly fly one into right field. Runner thought about going. Daniels tries to score, and she slides safely head first after tagging up at third. It's a sacrifice fly to shallow left field. And another RBI is still at second base is Ledbetter. She couldn't move up as to where the ball was, but Dominguez does her job, gets her second RBI of the game. And it brings up Hallie Evans, the 8th batter in the inning, to come to the plate for the Cardinals. 13-8 they lead the game, as a pitch is called for a strike on the outside corner. Evans has grounded out to third 3 times today in her first 3 plate appearances. Now swings and misses at one off the outside corner, and the count goes to 0-2. Evans doing the pitching, up to 110 pitches so far, but a 5-run cushion. As this pitch popped up And this time is put away by the catcher Ravston as the pop out will end the inning. Cardinals, though, strike for another 4 runs in the frame. And we head to the top of the 6th on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com with Soda Springs in control on your home for Cardinal Athletics.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
To the top of the 6th we head as your Bear Lake Drug 5th inning wraps up. Bear Lake Drug, the small-town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. Visit them in Montpelier, 208-847-1421, the number to call to see if they can help you out with any of your needs. Soda Springs heading back into the field after scoring 4 more runs in the bottom of the 5th, as they will be looking to the pitching arm of Hallie Evans once again. Evans has worked through 5 innings, given up 5 hits to the West Side Pirates, given up the 8 runs as well, and the first pitch swinging by the first batter of the inning, and Cambry Robinson grounds out to third, and it's a quick 1 pitch out to start off the 6th inning. Cardinals in control of this one. They play solid defense, and this will be an easy way to wrap things up on this game. Only 5 earned runs against Evans. She has walked 7, hit 2 batters as well. As Myers comes out, has a quick word with her pitcher. Evans looks in again, winds, fires, and the pitch inside is taken for a ball by Brittany Beckstead. Brittany's 2 for 3. She has a pair of singles, couple RBIs as well. And she'll swing and chop one towards short, picked up by Wood. On the run, moves to first base and throws on the out. And on 3 pitches, there's already 2 outs as the West Side Pirates putting it in play, but right to several Cardinals. And Soda Springs 1 out away from getting through the 6th inning. Still leading in this one 13-8, a 5-run advantage for Soda Springs as they look to close out the regular season and send their seniors off with a victory. Give themselves some continued momentum going to the district tournament. Evans will look in, winds, fires, and the pitch swung on and missed. Montez down in the count, 0-1. Montez so far 0 for 1, has walked twice. Never has come around to score yet as the ball bounced up, moves the count to 1-1. She was left at second once, left at first when the bases were full another time. J.C. Robinson, who's 0 for 3, awaits on deck. Evans will fire a pitch that bounces up, and the count goes to 2-1. You want to get this out because that leaves the 8, 9, and 1 batters to bring up the next inning. And the top of the 7th, when the Cardinals will be looking to continue to hold on to the lead as a pitch upstairs didn't drop in time, and the count goes to 3-1 to Grace Montez. You'd love to have those weaker hitters, a way to put it, coming up to the plate. Another ball bounced over towards third. It's a foul ball, and Montez will have to remain around home as the count goes full, 3-2. Montez, the first time these two teams played, ended up going 2 for 4, so she's reached base twice in today's game, but has not gotten the hit that she had that time. Swings and fouls a pitch off, as the count will stay at 3-2 for another delivery. And we'll see how Evans approaches this one, trying to get through a quick inning. She's thrown 9 pitches so far, looking to get through this one with only 120 pitches to get to the 7th inning. Pitch to the plate, bounced up, and that will be another walk for Grace Montez. Your walks brought to you by Davis Repair. There have been 8 of them given up by Hallie Evans. And just one out needed as J.C. Robinson steps up. She, as I said, is 0 for 3. A ground out and 2 pop-outs. One to the first baseman, Ledbetter. The other one to the second baseman in Haley Downs. Downs looking in. She's on the edge of the dirt. This pitch goes in. That's going to hit the batter. And J.C. Robinson gets on base. And now you're starting to see the West Side Pirates get something together without the benefit of a hit. They've put 11 runners on base via either the hit by pitch or a walk, as they've worked the counts well, as the infield will gather around their pitcher. They want to talk things over. Should not be a pitching change here, as Dominguez also goes over and chats with Alicia Delaware as the outfielders combining together. 121 pitches so far for Hallie Evans in the circle, and her arm definitely has been loosened up this year and even this week, but you're worried about the possibility of overstressing that arm. Downs rolls the ball in her right hand and steps up to the pitcher's circle again. Fires a pitch that's upstairs and misses to Ravston. Ravston's 0 for 2. She's struck out looking, grounded out to the pitcher, and been hit by a pitch. Working with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Bounds one over towards third. Picked up. Daniels takes it herself to third base. It's a 5 unassisted, and the Cardinals keep the lead as they head to the bottom of the 6th inning with the game solidly in their favor, 13-8 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Back with more on KBRV, the Co-op, and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com on your home for Cardinal Athletics.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Mountain States Insurance Company. Stop in for help with all of your insurance needs at 30 East, 2nd South next to Caribou Jacks in Soda Springs, or call 208-547-2141 and talk to an agent today. Welcome once more out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals, 13-8. As the Soda Springs Cardinals with a 5-point advantage over the West Side Lady Pirates. And by the way, if you're listening, Justin, no, I do not owe you dinner if the Cardinals win today. As Brittany Beckstead out onto the circle for another inning of work, and she gets a swing and a miss from Morgan Wood as the count goes to 0-1 to the Cardinal shortstop. Wood has had a more productive game today than she has had in the last few. She has a single, a run scored, and a couple of stolen bases, 1 for 2 officially as she was hit by a pitch as well. And the count goes to 0-2 on the Cardinal freshman. Steps back into the right-handed box as Beckstead fires a pitch low that tried to see if she could get Wood fishing. Count moves to 1-2 on the Cardinals shortstop. Cardinals leading by 5 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And a pitch swung on and missed as Morgan Wood goes down swinging. Only the 3rd strikeout by Brittany Beckstead today. As it starts off the 6th inning in a positive note for the West Side Pirates. Pitch missing inside to Allie Schwartz will get her off to a positive note in the at-bat. She's 0 for 2, is grounded out, flown out, and walked. She'll take a pitch for a strike that crosses at the knees on the outside corner. That walk also saw her come around and score. She also stole a base. As a pitch will be swung on, bounce towards third. Wade's up with it. This time the throw on the mark and on the money. Wade's had 2 errors in the game so far, but has solidified her play as we've moved on here in the 6th inning and has been responsible for a pair of the outs. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Beckstead fires a pitch that's at the knees for a strike against Delaware. Alicia De La Huera stepping in. She's 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, has reached on an error, and she'll fight a pitch off to the right field side that bounces foul and into the broken batting cage on the right field side. And the count will go to 0-2. Beckstead working a very quick inning right now. And if she can punch out De La Huera, it gives the offense that chance to come out to the plate. Down by 5, 13-8 as the ball bounced over towards third. Wade sees it go through her glove. Hard hit, long throw to first is going to get past Hedworth. And De La Huera is going to chug her way on to second base. It's an infield single, as De La Huera was going to be safe no matter what, and an E5 that allows her to move up a base. Would have been better off for Wade to hold on to that one. Pinch runner will come out, as Leisering will come out of the dugout and make her way to first base. And Beckstead will again search the area behind the backstop for answers, as she'll fire a pitch that misses upstairs to Haley Downs. Another error. 4 errors in the last 2.5 innings, 2 2/3 innings for the West Side Pirates. Pitch upstairs, misses, and the count goes to 2-0. And again, if the run comes across to score for De La Huera, it would not be necessarily an unearned run, but it depends on how the Cardinals do so. As another pitch in the dirt moves the count to 3-0. Taylor Myers, searching for that cycle, is on deck. You know, she wants another crack at it. She's 4 for 4, 2 singles, a double, and a homer, as a pitch poured across for a strike. Beckstead again rocks and fires. This one chopped foul behind home plate, and the count goes full. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. The Lady Cardinals looking for a victory to close out the season and give themselves momentum going into a game against Bear Lake in Bear Lake. As the ball will be chopped out in front of the plate, picked up on the play and flipped on to first. No, it's going to be thrown away. That's going to allow a runner to score, as Leisering is able to chug her way home, and she comes across the plate. And it's another error on the West Side Pirates. This one on the pitcher herself. 6 errors for West Side in the game. And another run across for the Lady Cardinals. 14-8 they lead. And the top of the order comes up with Taylor Myers, who, as I said, is searching for that cycle. She will get her chance to go 5 for 5. 3 for 5 yesterday with a couple of triples. Just needs to find that triple magic again, as the first pitch to her is upstairs, missing for a ball. 92 pitches coming into this inning. And now 109 pitches, for Beckstead at this moment. As this one lifted in the air, shallow left center field. It's actually shallow left field and in foul territory. Grace Montez makes her way over to make the out and put away Taylor Myers. Cardinals, though, with a 6-run lead as we head to the top of the 7th. Cardinals looking to split the season series with the West Side Pirates when we return on KBRV The Co-op and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Caribou Jack's Trading Company in Soda Springs, supplying you with everything for your home and your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue needs this spring and summer. Stop by at 50 East 2nd South in Soda Springs or call 208-547-4326 today. Lady Cardinals holding on to the advantage as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Promise we're working through some of these vocal things. It's been a long week. 4 games this week for the Lady Cardinals. This the 4th of which, but the Cardinals looking to go 3-1. Baseball went 0-3 in their 3 chances this week as they get set for their district tournament. Cardinals bringing some momentum as the first pitch from Hallie Evans to Josie Mejia misses for a ball. Top of the order for the West Side Pirates. Good spot of the order to be in and lineup to be in. You need 6 runs, though, to keep this game alive as a pitch misses inside and the count goes to 2-0. Evans is up to 125 pitches in the game now. As Hallie's pitch swung on, that's going to be lifted into left field, coming in, and on a scoop! Allie Schwartz makes a grab inches above the grass. We want to talk about making up for a mistake earlier in the game. She had an error earlier. That one was a fantastic play, scooping it up just before it dropped into the green, and the Cardinals are 2 outs away from taking their home game against the West Side Pirates. An inside pitch misses to Cassie Chug. She's 1 for 3 this game so far. Has a single and walked. Both times she's either been left at third or has been put out at the plate. Evans' pitch swung on and missed, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1 out, top of the 7th, 14-8. Soda Springs on top in this regular season finale. District playoffs start on Tuesday in Bear Lake for the Lady Cardinals. As the pitch again bounced up, and the count moves to 2-1. On deck is Mari Wade. She's been on base via 3 walks and a hit by pitch every single time, as her dangerous bat has been avoided. As the ball popped up, Cheyenne Daniels puts it away. The senior has made her mark as she has definitely been the successful insert to the lineup at third base. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Up to the plate, Mari Wade, looking to start a 2-out rally. Cardinals 1 out away from closing this one out in fantastic style, outscoring the Lady Pirates 11-1 in the last 2.5 innings. Wade takes the first pitch high for a ball, and the count goes to 1-0. Evans pitch up and behind Wade, and the count goes to 2-0 to the third baseman for the West Side Pirates. She's definitely going to be wanting to try and make up for her own mistakes, as she's had several errors in this game. Pitch from Evans is inside. That's going to catch the zone, though. This count goes to 2-1. And the next pitch from Evans will decide what Wade is going to be trying to do here. Is this pitch inside and tight? The count goes to 3-1. 2 outs. Wade with the last hope. She'll take that wide stance, waggles in the box, 3-1 pitch, roped, foul down the left field side. Because that one, if you'd put a tarpoon into it, would have been good for zip lining on. An ice line all the way out to the left field side. Brings it to a full count, 2 outs. Nobody on base, 6-run lead for the Cardinals as a pitch goes behind Mari Wade, and again she's on base via the walk. And Soda Springs walks their 9th batter of the game, all to Hallie Evans, as she will again have to work a little bit harder to get out of this game. Chadley Hedworth steps to the plate. The left-handed batter with 2 outs with a runner on first base will also try to keep this game moving, as again the Lady Cardinals will gather in the middle of the circle to chat things over and make sure they have everything together, and also to make sure that they have a plan and give their pitcher Hallie Evans a little bit of a breather, first of all, and also will end up giving her an opportunity to gain some confidence from the team gathering around her and giving her that support. The other thing that's given them support is the crowd that's gathered around the outside, and even talking with some of the players, they said, it's an amazing difference when that crowd comes out and is cheering you on, and you hear the vocal support coming from the folks in red and black around you. 14-8, that vocal support has turned into a 6-run lead for the Cardinals here in the top of the 7th, as they are 1 out away from getting out of this game with a victory, their 7th of the year. As a pitch misses, snap throw to first, just back in time is Mari Wade. Pitch missed outside for a ball to the left-handed hitting Hedworth. And once more, Hallie Evans will work to the center of the circle. Red cleats, black pants, black uniform top. As this pitch catches, no, it does not catch the outside corner. The count goes to 2-0. This game reaching out to just about 2.5 hours, or an hour and a half now. Cardinals have been successful so far as a pitch swung on, bounced foul, and the count goes to 2-1. Off the end of the bat for Hedworth. Westside's going to have to find an answer for their lack of solid contact. In the next couple of days, they have 4 days to find some solutions, as Hallie Evans is going to fire one off the outside corner. Got to throw strikes. You have a 6-run cushion. Make Westside put the ball in play. You've walked one batter already. You can't walk another, as that'll just start putting more and more pressure, and another big inning could form. Evans pitch to the plate. That swung on, bounce towards third, gets through Daniels, up with it is Wood, and she throws on to first, but it's late. Sliding in safely at third base, moving up a couple of bases, is Mari Wade, and an infield single for Chadley Hedworth has the rally started for the Westside Pirates. And that will bring Cambry Robinson to the plate. She is 0 for 4, reached on a fielder's choice and an error in this game. 18 pitches in the inning, 141 now in the game for Hallie Evans. But with 2 outs, she's 1 away from finishing this contest. As another pitch bounced up to the plate. No, gets past Myers. She'll throw back to third. And Wade is back safely, moving up as Hedworth on the plate. The count to 1-0 on Robinson, as she's ahead in the count now. And Robinson, looking to erase the 0 for 4 she's had, steps back to the right-handed batter's box. Sunshine continues to bathe the field here. Wind has died down completely. Ball bounced towards third. Foul once again. Evens the count at 1-1. Robinson struck out looking her first time up. Since then has put the ball in play every time, but has not been able to find any open ground other than reaching on an error. Evans will wind, fire this pitch inside, catches the corner, and the count goes to 1-2, and the Pirates are down to their final strike. Runners at second and third, as Wade gets set to try and come home. She's not the winning run, but she's going to have a chance to. Play at the plate is going to see the tag not applied, as the ball squirted away from the glove of Hallie Evans on the throw from Myers, and a run comes across to score. It's the 9th run of the game for the Pirates. A big one, though, as it gets them a little bit closer. It's now 14-9 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Cardinals has outscored, though, the Pirates in the last 2.5 innings, 11-1. As the ball fouled off by Robinson, just staying alive on a 2-2 count. Pirates saw the first 2 batters of this inning go out on a fly out and a pop out. Since then, a walk and a single have put runners on base and seen one of those come across to score. Evans pitched to the plate, fired and bounced past the glove of Daniels. Again, a throw on to first base is late. It's another infield single for Cambry Robinson this time, as she follows up the act of Hedworth with an infield single and another runner on first base. As the inning continues, it's now 14-10. And it brings up Brittany Beckstead, who's already got a pair of singles in the game today. She's 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Pitch from Evans swung on and missed. Throw back to first will not be in time, as Robinson back safely. 0-1 count to the 6th batter in the inning, as Westside not going down easily. They're taking a page out of the Cardinals' notebook and are being a very, very stubborn team in the 7th inning. Pitch bounced towards third, picked up by Wood at short, and it gets through Wood. That's going to roll all the way back to the fence. Cardinals having some trouble. Robinson up to third base will be in safely. And on to second base on the E6 is Brittany Beckstead. The Cardinals making their 4th error of the game. A bad time to have it happen, and Grace Montez will step up. She's 0 for 1, has walked 3 times With the Pirates down by 4 runs, she has to get on base to bring the tying run to the plate, and that would be J.C. Robinson, who is 0 for 3. Bottom of the order, has not had much success for the Lady Pirates. But if you're going to time yourself out to have your success, this is the time to do it. 14-10, 2 on base. The last 4 have reached base for the West Side Pirates, after the Cardinals got the first 2 outs on just 7 pitches on a fly out and a pop out. Evans returns to the circle as Coach Schwaneveld heads back to the dugout after chatting things over with his team. 10 runs across for the Pirates, but they're still down 4. Top of the 7th inning. Cardinals 1 out away again, as it'll bring in Montez. She walked her last time up, takes a pitch inside for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0. J.C. Robinson and Jessica Ravston hoping for opportunities to keep this game going. Evans, pitch way upstairs, and it misses as it goes to 2-0. The arm of Hallie Evans has to be getting fatigued. She's seen this type of a situation before against the Snake River Panthers. That was in the 2nd game of the year for the Cardinals, as a pitch hits Montez, loads the bases up, and brings the go-ahead or tying run to the plate. And the problems of getting that second out continue for the Soda Springs Cardinals. 13 runners have reached base without getting a hit or putting the ball in play. 9 walks, 4 hit batters. And J.C. Robinson will take her chances at the plate. Another right-handed batter. She's 0 for 3, and she's been hit by a pitch. Cardinals in the outfield trying to cheer on Hallie Evans, trying to bring her around to this victory. Tying run at the plate, bases full of Pirates in a 14-10 game as the first pitch over the plate, and Robinson finds herself down to the count 0-1. Beckstead at second, Robinson at third, Montez at first. A single, an error, and a hit by pitch resulting in those 3 on base. The last 5 Pirates have reached. Evans pitch up and away as the count goes to 1-1. 2 outs still in this 7th inning, as the Pirates doing what many dream of, and that's a 2-out rally when you're down 6. This pitch behind the batter, holding in their places as the ball briefly got away from Taylor Myers, are all of the runners, including Robinson at third, and the count goes to 2-1. Tell you what, Pirates, if they're able to keep this game moving, there's no worse way to lose a game if you're the Cardinals, and there's no better way to win it if you're the Pirates. Hallie Evans, again, a look in. This pitch, that gets past Myers. That's going to see Robinson try and score. She's safe, and now the ball gets into the middle of the infield. Everybody stays put, though, as everybody moves up 1, but that's it. And the count goes to 3-1 on Robinson. 11 in the inning now for the West Side Pirates. Or 11 in the game, 3 in the inning for the West Side Pirates. J.C. Robinson still represents that tying run, so she has to get on base. As Evans looks in again. Rocks, fires, this pitch swung on, lifted in the air. That's got carried to it. It's going to drop. Gets all the way to the fence. It'll plate both runs on the base pass, and J.C. Robinson cruises into second with a double. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Nothing else can be said. It's 14-13. And the last 6 Pirates have reached base with 2 outs. And it brings up Jessica Ravston to try and make up for what was a costly error in this case in the last inning, when she dropped a pop out that could have shortened an inning where the Cardinals scored a run. A single with 2 outs should score a run. 14-13, the Cardinals clinging to a lead you thought was safe. Evans looks in, tired arm, gripping the yellow softball, contrasting against the black uniform as this one bounced towards third. It's going to be in the middle of the infield, and safe at first is Ravston. Hard play for Daniels. She dove to get to the ball, but Ravston will be safe, and it brings up Mejia, who flew out on a sinking line drive that, luckily for the Cardinals, was speared by Allie Schwartz to get the first out of this inning. Something similar could bring home a run if she can just place it in a different spot. In the game, she does have a hit. She's 1 for 5. Pitch inside misses, and the count goes to 1-0. Runners on first and second for the Lady Pirates, with the batter who scored twice at the plate. 14-13 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard in the top of the 7th. Everything has been with 2 outs. 2-0 the count as another pitch misses off the plate. Josie Mejia, seen the Cardinals in every sport this year she's played, as she's going to lift one on the infield. Everybody there as Daniels and Evans collide, but Daniels puts it away, and despite a 5-run inning, Soda Springs holds on for the lead as they close it out to take it 14-13 over the West Side Pirates. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up with post-game stats and numbers, and we'll return on KBRV The Co-op and online on mylocalradio.com as the Cardinals, taking some deep breaths in the dugout, will move to 2-4 in district play and move to 7-11-1 on the season as we come back on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma, or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of May 4th through the 10th in Soda Springs. 80% lean, 20% fat. Ground beef is just $2.49 a pound. Family packs of thighs or drumsticks are just 99 cents a pound. And boneless New York pork chops are $1.69 a pound. $10 mix or match bags are back. Grab 2-pound packages of carrots, fresh white corn, 1-pound packages of mini sweet peppers, red or yellow onions, and plenty of other fruits and vegetables to pack into your bag for just $10. And those are just some of the savings you can find at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Apparently my scorebook is off as the Soda Springs Cardinals have to take to the field to try and win this one, as it is tied at 14 right now. as the Westside Pirates must have scored enough to try and move it, as a ball will be into play. Cardinals working with Cheyenne Daniels on base now, and Ledbetter moves her along to second base as Daniels is in scoring position. Again, I apologize. My book must be off, as I had it as 14-13. It must be either 13-13. It must be 13-13. As at the plate now is Cheyenne Dominguez. Winning run stands at second, as Daniels able to get herself back. And it'll bring up, as I said, a big bat for the Cardinals. Lines one out to right field, left field I should say, and the Westside Pirates will jog back to their dugout celebrating as the Soda Springs Cardinals head back to their dugout. We'll see if they come out for an 8th inning, as this game is either tied at 13 or is over. Cardinals will head back out to the field. So apparently we have an 8th inning of play coming your way. We'll be back after this with your 8th inning on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Back out once again, apparently, for the top of the 8th inning in what I'm assuming is a 13-13 ball game. We apologize. I don't know where my book is off. I'm in line with all of my batters, but unfortunately my book apparently is off by 1, as the Cardinals in the field and the Westside Pirates up to the plate as we work in the top of the 8th inning. On the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, I guess it's 13-13 as the Cardinals go down 1-2-3 in a roundabout fashion. And in extra innings, you start off with a runner on second base, so Josie Mejia will be on second base with Cassidy Chug at the plate. Cardinals so far in this game in this season are 0-1 in extra inning games. They lost to the Firth Cougars in extra innings in a game similar to this that the Cougars were able to come back in. As Cheyenne Daniels, working at third base, will be in charge of keeping that runner from moving on. Evans still out there in the circle is working to the batter in Cassidy Chug. Chug will try and keep things moving. And she is going to be hit by a pitch, which moves her over to first base, or excuse me, gets the walk as she moves up to first base. It was 13-13 or 14-14? No, you're fine. I'm just trying to figure out where Westside's extra run came from then. 14 all on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as we continue to work. And Hallie Evans with runners on first and second will have a jam to get herself out of. Nobody out in the top of the 8th inning. A pitch inside misses, and the count goes to 2-0 on Mari Waite, who again has been stifled in this game so far, as she has not necessarily had any opportunities to score to this point in time. And a pitch to the plate taken once again for a ball. And the count will go to, I believe, 3-0 on Mari Waite. Get her on and loads the bases up for the Pirates with nobody out. Evans has been struggling along. A pitch inside misses. Now it's 3-0, I should say. Waite again has walked every time or been hit by a pitch. She's been hit by a pitch 4 times. As Evans again left searching on the mound for answers. Will catch a strike here, and the count goes to 3-1. Evans again looks in. Westside Pirates, if they win this game, this would be a heartbreaker for the Soda Springs Cardinals. As Hallie fires, the pitch inside, that misses, loads the bases. And all of a sudden, things melting down a bit for the Soda Springs Cardinals in extra innings once again. And Hallie Evans, it's all up to her now, as again, there's not anybody that you necessarily see being brought into this game. And Chadley Hedworth, with the bases loaded, could definitely put a hurting onto the Cardinals if she is able to do something with the ball here. Cardinals bring the infield in even with the bags. In fact, in front of the bags, as she's going to chop one that's going to get off of the glove of Downs, and coming across to score is the go-ahead run of Josie Mejia on an infield single by Hedworth. Haley Downs made a play on it, but just could not get there in time. And on the first pitch she sees, Hedworth, with her third hit of the game, brings her second RBI of the game home as well. And the lead goes to the Westside Pirates 15-14 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And now a ball is lifted into left field, but right to Allie Schwartz. Tagging and scoring is Cassidy Chugg. It's a sacrifice fly on the first pitch she sees by Cambry Robinson. And now it is a 2-run lead for the Westside Pirates here in extra innings. Cardinals still have the opportunity in the bottom to try and score, but they'll need 2 at a minimum, as Brittany Beckstead, who's 2 for 5 and has 4 RBIs, steps to the plate. Runners at first and second. Mari Wade stands at second base as an extra insurance run, and Beckstead's going to lift one to center field. Right there is Alicia Delaware, and she will record the out for the flyout. Cardinals, though, trailing by 2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want...
Oh, I got this one. Cardinals still out in the field. Excuse me, my book wrong again, as they'll continue going in this one. I think I miscounted my outs. There's actually 2 outs now and up to the plate. And lofting one foul over to the far side is Grace Montez, as she'll bat with several runners at first and second for the Westside Pirates. 16-14, I know that part's correct. Again, this is what sucks about no scoreboard here at a field. As Soda Springs will be looking to try and find a way out of this inning without giving up any more runs. Hallie Evans in the circle. Apologize for the confusion. It's just as confusing out here. As Evans will wind, fire, and the ball is going to get past everybody, and everybody's going to move up as Myers tried to scoop it up, and Grace Montez continues to have an at-bat with now runners at second and third. 2 outs in the top of the 8th, 16-14, with Westside putting across unanswered runs, at least 6 of them, and now at least 8 of them after having an immaculate rally in the top of the 7th. Brings up, as I said, Montez with runners at second and third. Hedworth at second. Wade at third. And now Wade's going to have a chance to try and come home as the flip to the plate late. And the ball's still loose, but Hedworth will not be able to come home as it's picked up quickly by Ledbetter, who is backing up. It's 3 runs across in the frame. And Soda Springs now trails by 3. 17-14. Hallie again fires. This pitch swung on and missed. That'll do it, and the inning finally over. Cardinals, though, do surrender 3 more runs as Hallie Evans gets her 4th strikeout of the game, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Cardinals trailing by 3 after having the lead for the majority of this game. They'll have to put in some work with Hallie Evans, Morgan Wood, and Allie Schwartz due up in the bottom of the 8th.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma, or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Westside Pirates up by 3 as we head to the top of the 8th inning on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We believe it is 17-14, although, again, my book not necessarily matching up, as by my records it was 14-13 after the 7th inning. But either way, doesn't matter. Cardinals will be sending Cheyenne Dominguez on to second base to start things off. It'll be Cheyenne Daniels on to first base to start things off, as I believe you can choose your runner as long as they were up in the last inning. And stepping up to the plate will be Hallie Evans to try and get something going for the Soda Springs Cardinals, down by 3, and a first pitch strike by Brittany Beckstead moves the count to 0-1. Beckstead working into her 8th inning of work. Fires a pitch that's going to be hit into left field, back on it, and dropping the ball is going to be Grace Montez. It's an E7. Everybody has to hold. And it's first and second now for the Soda Springs Cardinals with nobody out. And Morgan Wood stepping up to the plate for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Wood on the day, 1 for 3 officially with a run, as the first pitch 2 are missing inside for a ball. Cardinals need 3 runs to keep the game going. Need 4 runs to win it. Ball inside again, and the count goes to 2-0. On to Morgan Wood. As the right-hander awaits, this pitch is taken upstairs for a ball. Wood, not the biggest of strike zones at the plate. Steps back once more. 3-0 pitch, expect her to take all the way. She does, and that is a strike. No, that's ball 4. And a walk surrendered to load the bases, and now both teams load the bases with nobody out. And it's all going to depend on how the Cardinals can do in their own right with the bases loaded and nobody out as far as the offense is concerned, as the first pitch is strike to Allie Schwartz, and the count goes to 0-1. Bottom of the order for the Cardinals has seen Delaware with the most success. She's on deck as a bouncing ball foul down the third base line moves it to 0-2 on Schwartz. Big thing, you just can't have a strikeout. You have to have productive outs to bring runs across. As you're down by 3. 3 runs scored in the top of the 8th inning by the Westside Pirates. They've scored 9 unanswered by my book. Beckstead to the plate. Sees this one popped up and out of play, as the count will stay at 0-2. And again, Schwartz will have another opportunity to bat. Trying to stay alive with an 0-2 count. Nobody out. Base is full. Down by 3. And this ball lifted into shallow left field, but foul. And we'll do it all over again for a 5th pitch. Schwartz retrieves her bat over by the third base side. That was good contact, good enough to drop something in left field. We'll see if she can do it again, as this pitch just a bit high and tight misses, and the count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch, high in the air, on the infield, possibly playable. No, gets beyond the fence line on the foul side of the third base, and the count stays at 1-2 again. Schwartz battling hard at the plate. Has not been put out yet, but has seen 6 pitches in this at-bat. 5 have been in the zone, but 4 of those have been fouled off. As ball laced foul again, and everybody has to stay put. And the count will stay put as well, 1-2. Bottom of the 8th inning. 3-run lead for the Westside Pirates on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and a high-scoring affair once again between the Cardinals and the Pirates. Lady Pirates in the field clinging to their 3-run lead now as the ball misses, and Ravston keeps it in front of her as the count goes to 2-2. Beckstead looks in once again, fires a pitch up and away, and the count goes full. Now 3-2. Beckstead, pressure on her to keep that run at third base from coming home. We'll have to put something in. You want Schultz to at least have to put it in play. She will. Popped up, and Ravston drops it again in foul territory. Twice now she's dropped a pop-up in foul territory that's kept an inning going. So she will see Schultz step again to the right-handed batter's box, and Schultz will get to see an 8th pitch. Beckstead stares in. Rocks fires this one. That's lifted into shallow center field. Long run and playing it on a hop as the center fielder. Cardinals will score 1, and up to third base goes everybody as Evans is able to move up. It's a shallow single for Allie Schultz to score a run. She gets the RBI. And coming home is Cheyenne Daniels with a run. Brings up Alicia De La Guerra, who so far, as I said, is 2 for 4. Cardinals still have the bases loaded, nobody out, down by 2. As De La Guerra steps in. Beckstead to the plate, inside, but catching the corner for a strike is Beckstead. Both pitchers well over 100 pitches, as you got to know the arms are tired, but that one's snapping the glove hard enough to hear it out in the outfield. Beckstead's pitch swung on. That's a fly ball. That's going to make it to foul territory again, and the count to 0-2 on De La Guerra. Only 3 strikeouts for Beckstead in the game as the Cardinals have hit her well. And with the bases full of Cardinals, the Pirates have to buckle down with nobody out. Beckstead stays put again. Looks in. 0-2 count on De La Guerra. Needs a big strikeout here as this one popped up on the infield. Beckstead calling it herself, puts it away, and out number 1 is recorded, and it's an unproductive out at that for Alicia De La Guerra, and it brings up Haley Downs. And Downs, 0 for 3 so far in the game, has reached on a pair of errors. Cardinals, with 1 out, will still try to bring across 2 more runs to tie this game. First pitch a little bit high to Downs in the count to 1-0. Pitch to Downs on the outside corner, catches it for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. Myers on deck. We've talked already about the day she's had as another pitch catches it for a strike. And the count to 1-2 for Beckstead as she is a strike away from out number 2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss by Downs. And she goes down on strikes as Beckstead gets her 4th. And 1 more out needed, and the Pirates will have an astounding come-from-behind victory. And it's all up to Taylor Myers, who flew out to left field her last time up. She does have a home run. That would walk it off. A triple would do the same. That would complete the cycle. And the first pitch low, missing, and the ball moves it to 1-0. Crowd trying to urge their team on to a victory. As Beckstead's pitch inside and missing, and the count goes to 2-0 to a dangerous Taylor Myers. Cheyenne Daniels, who scored the first run of this inning, stands on deck. Beckstead's pitch swung on and missed. What a cut. Myers took a huge cut at that pitch, but ended up missing it as she'll step back again into the right-handed box. Beckstead will await the firing of the pitch again. That misses inside, and the count to 3-1. Daniels could play hero if she comes up to the plate. Myers hoping to do that job herself. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Bases loaded. Cardinals down by 2. Myers awaits. Beckstead will get a swing and a miss. Now 2 strikes 3-2 the count on Taylor Myers. And one more pitch upcoming. Payoff pitch and a 3-2 count with 2 outs. To the plate, swung on and missed. And the West Side Pirates will avoid a jam of their own, and on the 5th punch out of the game, the Soda Springs Cardinals see Myers go down swinging, and they fall to the West Side Pirates by a score, I believe, of 17-15. Soda Springs ends the season with a loss, a disappointing one at that, and we head to the post-game show where we'll wrap things up on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of May 4th through the 10th in Soda Springs. 80% lean, 20% fat. Ground beef is just $2.49 a pound. Family packs of thighs or drumsticks are just 99 cents a pound. And boneless New York pork chops are $1.69 a pound. $10 mix or match bags are back. Grab 2-pound packages of carrots, fresh white corn, 1-pound packages of mini sweet peppers, red or yellow onions, and plenty of other fruits and vegetables to pack into your bag for just $10. And those are just some of the savings you can find at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. A disappointing loss to the West Side Pirates, we believe 17-15 in extra innings. A second extra inning loss for the Cardinals in the season, as Soda Springs was led by Taylor Myers, who struck out at the plate to end the game with the bases loaded, and she finishes the day 4 for 6 with 3 runs and 4 RBIs. Hallie Evans gets a disappointing loss as she ends up getting tagged with it after pitching the entire game, almost 200 pitches on the day for Evans, as the West Side Pirates are able to hit her hard late, and they push across 9 runs in the final few innings as the Cardinals once again fall in this one. Short post game for us here as we'll move on and give you off to our sports update. Coach Linda Seiper from the Soda Springs track team will join us on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with Coach Linda Seipert from the Soda Springs track team. And Linda, as you think about the track season starting to wind down, what are some of the things that you've noticed this year from the track kids as far as the way that the teams have been building and the kids have been improving?
Sunshine has done an amazing thing for us. So last week we went down to Ogden, and everybody that went there had some personal bests, and we just had a struggle this year with the weather. I think it's been the worst season we can even remember as far as, and that's hard on your morale and stuff like that. And the kids, they've never complained. They've done really well. But the sunshine is going to help. Like, we can already see huge differences just in the last couple of weeks with improvements that they've in their performances.
What are some of the things that you've noticed as far as comparing the kids in the district and seeing how they're stacking up in the early season and even in the late season against some of the kids they're going to be competing with for a trip to state?
Our district on the boys' side is stacked. If you look at the district standings, it's almost the same statewide. We just have some tough competition. I mean, this side of the state, the boys are all really solid. The girls have kind of the same situation, a little more, a few other teams will pop up here and there, but our district is tough. Malaud's got some great girls. Westside pulls together some great teams. Bear Lake's coming on. So our district, just getting to state this year is going to be tough.
On the girls' side, it seems like it's very bottom heavy as far as youth is really pushing the veterans on the team. Has that helped to have that parity from top to bottom on the girls' side?
Absolutely. We have kind of the opposite problem with the girls and the boys. We have very limited boys in the sophomore, freshman age group coming up, and we're losing some huge senior boys this year, where on the girls' side, we've got a great bunch of freshman girls coming in that are pushing the upperclassmen and challenging them, and that's what you want. You know, you want to not ever be comfortable, because then you don't improve. And it's going to be good on the girls' side, but we definitely could use some help on the boys' side in the next couple of years. We're going to get pretty skinny down there.
Talking about some of those veterans on the boys' side, the sprinting is really something I think has been catching the eye of a lot of people. When you have kids like Andrew Stewart, Kyle Olson, Henry Workman really leading the charge for those, has that been something nice to see with them really catching attention statewide for some of the times they've been putting out?
I have just been thrilled with the kids. Kyle Olson's a prime example. One of the first 400s he ran this year. We thought we were going to have to haul him to the emergency room. And he had two choices. He could have just said, bag this, you know, I've never done track before, I don't want anything to do with it. Or he embraced it and dug down and found what he's really made of. And he's turned out to be one of our most solid, consistent kids. Andy's come on in the 400. He didn't really like that event too much. But, you know, when you challenge kids and push them to their limits, they find what they're made of. And Andy's now sitting second in the state in the 400. And Henry's just grown up immensely. He's a great leader, and he sets great examples and pulls these kids. So we have some great senior or upperclassmen boys that are really setting some great examples.
To wrap it all up, when you think about taking kids to state, you obviously want everybody to be able to qualify, but how many people do you really think have a good opportunity to not only make state, but be able to make some waves over at state on both the boys and girls side?
Boy, numbers-wise, I don't know. It's just going to depend on who shows up on the 2 days of districts, and I think we have a good opportunity to get a lot of kids there if we put things together the way we need to, and our handoffs, you know, they're all leaning on that really heavy, and you hate hoping the other team drops a baton, but it's going to be really close. We're sitting about third in the district in a lot of the relays on the girls' side. Boys' side will probably have a little better chance, but we're hoping to get as many kids as we can there.
It's all you can ever hope for, Coach, and we'll be hoping that you guys are taking a huge contingent of Cardinals over there to that state tournament in Middleton. Thank you again for the time.
Thank you.